another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
And hello. I was losing my breath. You know, I tried to modulate a little bit, maybe one or two more times. It wasn't going to happen today, honey. What's going on? Hello to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers. What's going on, honey? I know you have all of your crumpets together, my darling, because it's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. What's up? Yes, we're getting a late start today, honey. I got caught in traffic trying to get back here to the villa, the beach house, honey, okay, the storage shed. How about that? Okay, trying to get here to make some things happen and carrying on, and we were just running behind time. I had been out, had some errands to run. Big Red and I had got together. We went to go scout out a location for a couple of things. We're trying to look to get new sponsorships. We have a brand new sponsor and all of those particular things. So it was just one of those things. And then one of my sons needed me to help him with his car and this, that, and the other. So we're here. So it's going to be one of those days, honey. Big Red is going to come in a little later. Right now, he and the missus are enjoying some them time. They got a little hotel room and carrying on, so that's going to be real cute and things of that nature. And then also, I need for you guys to hold up Aunt Nikki. Currently, she's at home in Philadelphia. She had found out a few days ago that her mom had passed. So she's back home taking care of family business and carrying on. So I doubt if she's going to try to come up in here today. She may try to be in the comments or something just to keep her spirits together and to get in a couple of laughs or whatever. Or if somebody not pissed off, she'd probably come up in here on one of these stories so she can let off a little bit of steam. Okay. But y'all keep my people up in prayer and carrying on, or at least send up your praise reports. Because, you know, I always say I don't pray anymore. I send up praise reports because it's when praises go up that blessings come down, okay, and rain down on the people. So send up your praise reports, okay? Praises, so that the blessings come down, and shower on the people, okay? So having said all of that, my darlings, it's been a very interesting week. A very, 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 very interesting week, okay? And I'm sure a lot of you have already heard the controversy and stuff that has attacked the interwebs with the baby and carrying on. Now, I don't follow his music, you know, so, you know, this whole new regime of music and carrying on is not necessarily my cup of tea. However, you know, understanding, overstanding, outerstanding that this is today's music. You know, these folks, I really believe that they are not being groomed to be entertainers. They're groomed, they're not even being groomed at all. What it is that they're in this to make money. It seems as though they don't have a lot to say. And their antics on stage, honey, you know, we have gotten into this thing where everybody now has to be the shock jock. Everybody is going to sit down there to see what's going to get them their likes, what's going to get them their followers, what's going to get them these numbers on the gram, on the YouTube, on the Facebook, on the Bigo, on the Twitter, on the damn Periscope, which is where Periscope is leaving soon. So, everybody trying to get all these numbers so that the algorithms will say that they've done something. But what ends up happening is that we end up creating a catastrophe, if you will. And in that catastrophe, there's a lot of collateral damage. And the collateral damage becomes the people, becomes entertainment. It becomes a whole bunch of bullshit. Okay. And in this whole bunch of bullshit, now, it leaves the general public having to weigh in and having the court of public opinion to rest, rule, and abide within these streets, honey. And then it creates a whole bunch of tension unnecessarily. And because of that, pop culture commentators like myself, or all the children that I admire, a T.S. Madison, a Funky Dineva, Lonnie B, Tim Bay, that's my, all these children, Darren Fleet, and all these other kids who have created their own little podcasts and shows and this, that, and the other. Jason over there with Hollywood Unlocked, everybody ends up jumping on the bandwagon, and then we end up having to have our say. Well, over here at Dish and Tea with Big Meats, we like to report on what's in the news and what the tea is and carrying on as far as that's concerned. But I hope that with our commentary that we do something a little different, and that there is try to look at stuff from a different perspective to get you guys to expand your thought processes so that we can look at the bigger conversation. So we are going to attack this thing about what was said, what wasn't said, and carrying on. I was hoping to pull up the baby's response, because he did a response video to all the controversy. And I think it's there that a lot of the conversation tends to be, okay? It is in those particular regions that we end up having a lot of the problems and carrying on, that where I see to be problematic and carrying on. So today we're going to get into that, okay? As a matter of fact, I titled today's show, "When Will All the Babies Grow Up? Or Are We Enabling Them to Stay Kids?" Huh? Are we letting the babies grow up? Or are we letting them be kids? Okay. Yeah, can you tell? You say, are your allergies bothering you? I can relate. Yeah, they are. They are. Okay. And right now I'm good because I don't have all of the sniffles and stuff like I usually would. My eyes are not running yet, but you can hear it in my voice. I'm a little scratchy, a little dry and carrying on. But yeah, my allergies, yeah. It's hot. The humidity here, it was 100 degrees today. Okay, here in the ATL. And that humidity sucks. Okay. And we had some sprinkles of rain, which did nothing but just add to that humidity. So right now it's a little bit that way. Okay. Shout out to my girl at Fourth Ward Originals, honey. Yeah. Yeah, this one is called Proud, honey. Yeah, this one's called Proud. Okay. What's up? What's up? Hey, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Ow, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. What's up, baby? The princess is in the building. The Princess Leia. Hello there. Hello there. Okay. Yes. So like I said, are my eyes red? Oh, okay. I didn't really pay that no mind, but yeah, okay. Yes. Shout out. Yes, Fourth Ward Originals, honey. Yes, honey. Just like I said, this one is called Proud. Wait a minute, let me run her banner across the thing so y'all will know, honey. Y'all call my girl Renee, honey. Let her know that y'all want a couple of cocktails, child. Okay. This here is the tea right here. If you're in the Atlanta area, honey, this here is what it is. These are so fun. You see the little carrier spout or whatever. And I told y'all a long time ago, honey, you just squeeze and go, baby. But I popped that one too much. I just made a mess. But it's cute. Okay. Yes, honey. Oh, but this is really cute. And oh, this is really good, actually. And this is she said this is a new one. I hadn't tried this one yet. She said, oh, I got a new flavor. I said, okay. So there you have it. So like I said, today we're going to get into that. Let me give it to you the way that I wrote it up so that you guys will hear me and understand what it is. When I write this stuff up, I don't memorize it because I just wanted to go out for the promo, and then we get into it because we have a lot to discuss. Okay, so we're on this whole canceling the baby. His comments during his last concert, has set the interwebs on fire, and it seems like no one has any water to put it out. So let's dunk a few crumpets on this one, okay? So we're going to talk about that. I need my research department. I'm going to play a couple of videos, honey, that's going to take us there, okay? I'm going to play a couple of videos, and it's going to be, is this really police brutality, or were the cops doing their jobs? Okay? Now, there's been these couple of videos I got that coming from Instagram, and it brought me a thing of pause, because I'm like, okay, this shit here, I'm tired of us saying that this is getting out of hand. I'm tired of us looking at this like, okay, here we go again. I'm tired. Okay, I am fucking tired. Now, what I don't have is the one of the police officer here in Georgia, here in Atlanta somewhere, and the woman was on the ground, and according to the report, she ended up spitting on him in some kind of way, and he kicked her. Now, she's on the ground, face down, handcuffed, and this fucker took his foot and kicked her in her head. That's all on camera. Okay? Now, I don't know where she spit on him at, but she was already on the ground, according to what we saw. And then came this kick. Okay? So we don't know what that was, what happened before, what happened right after. We just saw this motherfucking kick in the head. And I have a personal thing about that. Your feet were made for motherfucking walking or kicking in a goddamn door when necessary. You don't put your feet on nobody unless it is in total and complete self-motherfucking defense. You understand me? That was completely uncalled for, but I don't have that one. I got a couple of others that's going to shake you up a little bit, okay? Then they're kind of graphic. So if you're watching us live, you'll get into it. They may try to ding us. When you're sitting up here doing these kinds of stories and the stuff is public, oftentimes the algorithms will sit up there and do one thing, and so they try to ding us on a whole bunch of shit. So if you're watching live, you'll catch it. If you're watching this in the replay somewhere, if it's not there, it's because I had to take it out because it was a conflict of interest, okay? So we have that. Then I have another clip that I'm going to show you, and I'm going to ask this question because this here goes out to all my alphabet children, particularly my black alphabets, okay? And the question is this: are we no different than the gangs that are called the dregs of society? Why are we allowing disruptive behavior to become our defining narratives? You'll understand what I'm talking about in a few minutes, okay? So that there is what we're going to get into, all right? Now, it is my hope that my co-hosts will come on up in here with me. If not, we'll do this on a solo mission, and we'll make this shit happen, okay? So, having said that, before we get into the story, I told you we got a brand new sponsor. So let me take a small little commercial break so that I can make sure that I get my sponsors up in here, because they didn't pay for this slot, honey. So let's do that, and I'll be right back. Whether you are a resident or visiting ATL, if you need to satisfy your soul and your hunger with some good old-fashioned scrumptious victuals, then head on over to Tara Boulevard and feast at the Country Kitchen Cuisine Buffet. The Country Kitchen Cuisine Buffet has a mouth-watering array of delicious delicacies that will tempt your tummy, tantalize your taste buds, and please your palates. All of our items on the buffet are made from scratch, just like Grandma used to make. Try our meatloaf, the succulent fried chicken, the smothered pork chops, the short ribs, the fried and baked fish. Try our oxtails, the turkey wings, and don't forget some of those fantastic sides with the macaroni and cheese, cornbread dressing, greens, cabbage, red beans and rice, potatoes and gravy, and oh my God, don't forget the cornbread and those decadent desserts. Your hunger will not be denied. Come on down to the Country Kitchen Cuisine Buffet, located at 8562 Tara Boulevard in Jonesboro, Georgia. Come on down and tell them that Big Meech and Dishing Tea has sent you. Yeah. Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip-hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angelo believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angelo help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570.
Have you tried Big Rob Popcorn? It's a wonderful anytime snack that everyone will love. Available in 3 flavors. Grown and Sexy, which is the perfect mix of cheddar, cheese, and caramel. Sugar Shack, a fruitful flavored mix of watermelon and apple. So delicious and good. How about spicy butter and white cheddar? Everyone loves it. That's why it's called good. All Big Rob snacks are manufactured in an FDA-approved facility and flash sealed for freshness, safety, and worldwide delivery. To order, call or text 937-367-8650. That's 937-367-8650. Or contact Big Rob via Instagram at Hey Big Rob. As the holidays approach, take advantage of the holiday special. Purchase more than 2 bags and receive a free CD. Call or text 937-367-8650 to place your order now. Big Rob Popcorn, the perfect snack that you will love. It's so delicious.
The views and opinions expressed here on Dishing Tea TV are strictly those of the hosts and guests of this program. They do not reflect the views and opinions or governing actions of any of the sponsors or affiliates of Dishing Tea Entertainment, Artist First Entertainment, Big Guy ENT, Atlanta Hot Radio, Black GDP TV, or Diversity TV. Your viewing and listening discretion is advised. And we are back. If you're just tuning in, honey, you are Dishing Tea with Big Meech. Look like I might be a little solo today because Big Red is on a staycation with the wife. They need some me time. So they went to go take care of their business. Aunt Nikki is in Philadelphia right now. I need for you guys to send up your prayers and stuff for her and your praise reports because she's dealing with the death of her mom. Her mom just passed earlier this week. And so they are there to handle that particular business. So y'all keep my sister up. I talked to her earlier today, and it's one of those rocky roads. You know, we all going through it. Y'all know I'm still dealing with the passing of my son. And so tomorrow, Sunday rather, I'm going to go deal with some things with that. And it's just, it's just one day at a time. Hodgin came up in here, nice shirt. You need a shirt of the day like Winnie does shoe. That's a cute idea. I like that. Okay, you like this? They said, let's be friends. Let's be friends. Okay. Friends, darling. Friends. Okay. Now, here's the thing about friends. Friends are the family that you choose, honey. I'm going to say that one more time. Friends are the family that you choose, which is why I don't like using this word loosely. Okay. I don't like using this word loosely, honey, because a real friend, y'all know what a real friend is, honey. And if somebody got to explain it to you, then that ain't no friend. You understand? If you got to question if they are a friend, then that ain't no friend. Okay. So let's get into this. Okay, let's start. Let me go here. I'm going to get these videos and stuff out the way while it's early. Okay. I'm going to start with this one. I have to share the screen because it's a little that way. Okay. And kind of long, I guess. Let me make sure I share the audio so I can make sure everybody is hearing what we need to hear. We're going to start with this one. Okay. Let's start here. And I need for you guys to tell me what it is that you see. Can y'all see that? Okay. We're going to put the sound on it.
You need to back up. You need to back up. Do not touch me. Back up. Back up.
Just calm down. Calm down. Just hold on.
Talk to her.
Okay, but you can get up. You don't have to
No,
do her like
she's
this.
trying to jump in front of
Okay,
her.
no, she's not. Please,
Kaya, calm down. Kaya, calm down. Kaya, calm down.
Just calm down. Okay, calm down.
Just let her get up.
Please, you don't have to sit up like that.
Kaya, calm down. Kaya, just calm down.
Okay, just calm down.
Just breathe, Kaya.
Calm
Just
down.
breathe.
I got her, please. She's guys, on her. It's 102 degrees out here. Okay, she cannot breathe.
She's
No,
spitting
I
up,
don't
Jay.
fucking care. What did you no. She hasn't done anything. No.
We'll turn her over. Y'all
Okay,
back up.
okay. But what are you gonna turn her over for and cover her? She has not done anything. Please let her go.
She's literally just walking.
Bro, it's pissing me off. She cannot stop. Okay.
You got to report.
Look at her mouth. Okay.
Okay, listen.
Okay.
If we can restrain her, we'll stand her up and she's fine, okay?
Okay, Mama,
Say
I'm
something to silence. Okay. Okay, well, let us get her restrained and safe. Everybody will
She's
stop.
literally falling from her mouth. She's literally falling from her mouth. And you just let her up.
Why does she need handcuffs? She didn't
We
do
got,
anything.
if she's running in front of traffic.
She's not her mother. She's not going to go anywhere. She cannot breathe. Just stand back. Why are y'all about to handcuff her?
Just hold on.
She has not done anything. And then you out on her all up. I need your fucking badge number and your name. Record his fucking shit. Please do. Calm down, Kaya.
Just calm down, everything's okay.
It's easy for her. Like, her. He know that. He didn't give a fuck.
Please put that camera back on. Up her on your chest.
It was never on you in the first place. Why was your camera not on you while you were on? Yeah, we finna report all that. All of that. You had to report all of that. Please do. We finna report all of that. Where's shoes? Do you want this?
She doesn't have anyone to drop out.
Here. I'm not having to get up.
Keep going.
Stop.
Keep going, man.
You got that.
Jay, stop! Jay, stop! Jay, stop! No, sir, please! Sir, please! Okay, sir! Okay, sir, please! Please! Jay, it's all right, Jay. It's all right. It's all right. It's gonna get handled. It's gonna get handled for sure. It's gonna get handled for sure.
Mama, stay calm. Mama, stay calm. Stay calm. All y'all hear this camera. Kaya, stay calm. Stay calm, Kaya. All I did was ask him not my daughter to breathe. She was only to come back.
It's all right. I got it all on video.
Please do not put him in the car with her. Please don't. Don't put either one of them in the car with her. Ma'am, please get back here.
Miss, come back.
Come back. All I did was ask you to listen to
I got it. Yeah, I got it. I got it. I got
I
everything.
didn't touch you. I touched my daughter when she said they were too tight. I did not touch you.
Come on, we can go to the car.
I'm gonna wait till they pull up. You ready to beat this shit? I wasn't beating her away.
Kaya, stop.
I was beating her away when I tried to stay calm. Could you loosen the cuffs? Just stay calm. Her away.
Back up. I was trying to explain.
I was just touching her. We did not have to attack her like that, sir. I did not have to attack her like that, sir. He did not have to.
He's just scary. He's scary. He's scary. He's scary.
He gotta be with you. This must be his first day on the job.
He's scary. Kaya, it's okay. It's okay.
Y'all should never put him out here. Y'all still know what the fuck he doing. Y'all still know what he's doing.
It's, I got it all on video. I got it on video. I got it all on video.
Please do not put him in the car with her. Just be calm, Kaya.
Just chill, Kaya. Chill.
Go get mama on the car.
Who called you? Where you finna go? Well, she wasn't doing nothing but walking. How you gonna fuck with somebody and they walking? We pull up, he on top of her with his camera underneath her.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all need to report that.
Y'all need to report that. It's okay, I got it on video. And I got your face, I got your badge number, I got your name, I got all of it. I got all of it. So it's okay.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Jay, chill.
His camera's still never been off at all.
Y'all got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 police out here for 3 little black girls. 3 little black, oh shit, 7. For 3 little black girls. I can tell you what happened, officer. I got it on video. All of it. Yeah. He's late. No, listen. Come on, I want to make a statement.
I'm telling you, that camera
No.
never been off.
Yeah. We pull up. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you. Let me talk to you. I'm not gonna yell. I'm gonna tell you what happened. We pull up. He's hey, stop. He's laying on top of her. She's foaming out of her mouth. His body camera is laying underneath her. You can't do that. She get up and she tell you the handcuffs too tight, and then you're gonna throw her on the ground. What sense does that make? He took her because she's walking. She's walking. That's it. That's all she's doing is walking. That's all she was doing is walking.
And then why didn't he call for backup as soon as he found her walking to the top in the street?
Why do you think all of us are here?
Okay. All right, I'm gonna let that go because that day it just started over again. Okay. Oh shit, I erased the wrong one. Damn it. All right. Now let's get into this. Let's get into this before I go on to the next one. Now, we have a couple of variables here that I want to point out. The first one is this. I get so sick and tired of black folks always hollering, oh, I got it on tape. I got it on tape. I got it on video. Shut the fuck up. They see you got that goddamn camera, damn it. Most of the time, you're taping the wrong shit. And most of the time, what you have does not help you. Tape what you gonna tape, and then let the professionals tell you what you got. That's the first thing, okay? But I realize I'm gonna give them a little caveat here because oftentimes when we get in our emotions and we hot in the damn thing, you know, we just got to be heard. But here's where this is. Because the part of this that since she wants to make a statement that's gonna fuck up the case is the fact that they said that the girl was walking and they rolled up on the officer being on top of her. So that means that somewhere in there, y'all didn't see what happened before the officer took her down and was on top of her the way that we saw, okay? In that there is going to be something there because they said that out loud. That's a detriment to whatever case that could come from this, okay? Again, trying to talk. Oh, officer, I want to make a statement. I want to make a statement. All right. But again, I'm saying, here we go. You know, we call up in the moment and we're on 10 or maybe 100. Okay. I got it. The other thing is this. Why did the officer allow for the mother to come and touch her while this is a police situation? The mother gets down on the ground. She was holding her hands to calm her. Now, mind you, I understand that because as a parent, you know, you're trying to assess the situation. The kids are calling for mama and carrying on and this, that, and other. They're calling out. And you want to be there to say, okay, I'm doing something to help my baby. Especially when you feel as though you're helpless. Okay? Why did the officers, and I'm saying that plural, because you had the one that was down on top of her, on the girl. Then you had the other one that then came trying to tell everybody to move back. Right? So the mother is down on the ground, and the Caucasian lady is down on the ground trying to help with the situation. Okay, why did you allow them to get that close in your personal space? And this was a police matter. See, because here's where this is for me. You allowed her to do that from the jump. Which means when you put her in the handcuffs and now y'all trying to transport her and the mother walking with y'all, trying to calm the baby down. Okay, why did it become a problem? Because she touched the baby and now you said they're claiming that she touched you. And that wasn't the case because that happened so quickly. But that's your fault, officer, because you allowed for the woman to be a part of the fucking situation when she was not. Okay? So now, where are the female officers? Why is it that whenever backup is called, they never tell that we need female officers here? Because we're dealing with females. You got all these male cops. Okay? Now, y'all want to get on a man is stronger than a woman and blah, 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 blah. Y'all been saying that all this time when we talk about transgender and this, that, and the other, how much of a woman and how much of that. Well, how is it that in situations like this, that when they call for backup, they do not stress, I have females present, we need female officers here? Now, maybe I'm out of line because I don't know exactly how the dispatch works. I'm just, as an outsider looking in and after working security, because I know as a security officer, there are moments where if I'm going to a room in a hotel and I have, especially late at night or whatever, because I usually work the overnight shift, if there's problems and carrying on, I need to have a female present with me. Okay? If a female is not present, then God damn it, we have to make sure that there's somebody else there. And most of the time, because it is the overnight shift, they don't have females working overnight. Most of the time. Okay. Now, sometimes you try to get away with having a female working the desk, and then you have male security guards there, blah, 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 blah. That whole sexist thing, right? And it's sexist. It is. At the same time, though, for protection, we need to have females working with us so that when we go into a room and it's one of those kinds of things, it's not that, oh, he tried to touch me bullshit. See? So why is it that here, I'm assuming that backup a female backup was not called because we have all these damn men that then came in the way, then I threw the mama down and this, that, and the other. You got younger girls, the other teenagers, the sisters in here, they're hot. So now, pull tasers out on them. Stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back. When the situation was hostile from the jump. But you allowed the mother to get so close in the situation to where now, just because you allowed it, now she's going to take over and try to calm her child down. So you were wrong for that, officer. Wrong. Somebody should have said, no, we're going to assess the situation, took her out of the way, and called it grace. Okay? Now, for those of y'all who want to throw color up in here, you see the white woman was there, but the white woman didn't have no juice. Okay? She had no juice in the situation. Okay? None. In fact, she was trying to infiltrate the situation too. The girls had to tell her, no, ma'am, come back. Just come back. Just come back. Stay back. Okay? I mean, shit. She was up there, but with the mama had to tell the girl, no, this is my daughter. Okay? So she didn't have no juice to try to smooth over the situation. Okay? But why is it that this here is that? Now, the piece that's missing is, out of all of this, is the part where, why did he have to take her down to the ground? And why is he sitting on top of her like that? Why is he on top of her like that? Okay, her arms are stretched out like, you got her like this, and you are directly on top of her like you humping her. That, number one, that was a bad look. Okay. Number two, she's hysterical as she's crying in all that heat. Okay. How are you not in a way that you're protecting yourself? You're protecting yourself. You haven't even assessed that this is it or whatever. How is it that you took her down and then there was no other officers there? Because mind you, check it. When the mama and the daughters showed up, it was just the officer by himself. That second officer came up, remember? So why did you feel you had to take her down and didn't have no backup? Especially if you had to take her down like that and got her hands stretched up and you stayed sitting, laying on top of her. What is that? So again, I ask you, is this police brutality or was this the cops doing their job? What is this? Okay. What is this? That there is the question, because there's so many things. There's other things up in here that needs to be uncovered and unraveled and carried on. Why is, and so that this is not a color thing, you see the black officer showed up onto the scene and then he's still sitting up there asking questions and they're like, okay, wait a minute, this is what's going on. But still, no one is sitting up there ascertaining what is happening. They're not sitting up there getting statements. They're sitting up there trying to subdue these people. And no one is looking to get a story. Okay, what is that particular protocol? I wish Stan was in here so Stan could sit down and break that down to us as far as from his particular point of view. Because as an ex-police officer, he should be able to break that down. I know it's from state to state, shit changes according to how each municipality works. However, we need to look at that to find out the basics. The basics is to this: why did this not happen like this? Because he was completely wrong with letting the mother come in and work the situation as if she was one of the cops. Now she done got familiar and now y'all gonna take her down? That's wrong as fuck. Wrong as fuck. Wrong as fuck. Here's what you got over here. You say it definitely seems like when you are black and living in this country, the police are out to harm us first and ask questions later. They make black people hate all cops. Yeah, and all, that should have been in all capital letters. It puts black folks in a position to where the sentiment is, I hate all you motherfuckers in blue. All of you. Whether you're a cop, a security officer, the damn parking meter maid, honey, I hate all of y'all in a goddamn blue uniform. Okay? So now that's that one. Let's look at this one. Let me get this one queued up. Y'all look at this one, okay? And y'all tell me again. The question is this police brutality or is this cops doing their job? Let's look at this one. Have y'all seen this one? Wait a minute. Let me start this over. And put some sound on it.
nigga you want to with. I'm gonna tell you, you not this nigga you want to with. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you need to know about me?
I'm trying to figure out why you so obsessed about police.
Why you pull up? That's the question. Why you pull up? That's the question. I need to know why you pull up.
We've been getting calls about you.
Now you didn't make it a call about it. I just pulled up to my house from off of work. This not you want to with. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Why are you saying?
This is not you want to with. You can pull it. All the cops you want to pull up. This is you want to pull up.
Hey, put your gun down.
No.
Put your gun down.
This is you want with.
Put your gun down.
You talking about no? I ain't putting shit down. I'm not putting shit down. This is not with. Let me keep it real with you. Hey, man, get on my property. Get on my property. Yeah, I ain't get on the ground. I'm not getting on the ground. I'm not getting on the ground. This is my property.
He's intoxicated.
No, I know intoxicated shit.
Keep it on your head.
Man, let me tell you something. You with the wrong people.
I want to talk to you.
What you want to talk about?
We talk to you.
What?
About your driving.
My driving what?
Your reckless driving.
Where?
Get back inside. I'm not leaving y'all here.
No.
I'm not leaving y'all like it.
Look, what's your name, sir? Let me do
Dude, what reckless driver you got? What reckless driver you got? No.
Hey, sir. Let me see it. Let me see. Hey, what's your name?
Dude, let me tell you something. I'm not nigga. Listen to me. Put your camera on. Go. Get off my property. You the nigga. I'm about to do it. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm nigga. I'm gonna tell you something, property. I didn't do you that. I didn't do you that. No, I'm not.
Calm down. Yes.
Okay, I just want to talk to him, okay?
You don't want to talk to me about nothing.
At this point, I don't want shit to happen. I just want to talk to you.
Hey, let me tell you something.
No?
Let me tell you something. I'm not the nigga you want to deal with. I'm not the nigga you want to deal with. I'm not the nigga you want to deal with. Let me tell you something. Shut up. Shut your ass up. Shut your mouth up. Let me talk to this man here. Ass up. Get your ass up.
Talk to you.
Get in the house.
Get your ass off here. Get on my property. Get your ass on my property. Get your ass off.
Hey, listen.
Calm down.
Listen.
Get your ass off my property.
Stop. No. Stop. Oh, God. I can't see his hands.
Let me see your fucking hands, man.
Where your hands? Can't see his hands. Fucking get behind that. Get behind the underball. Get behind the underball.
Come on.
Back up. Right here.
I'm gonna stop it there because the rest of it is just that particular scene, and you just hear the sirens and stuff and carrying on. Let me make this point clear. The man there was shot 7 times. He did survive. However, he was still charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault. Now, I ask the question, is this police brutality or are the cops doing their job? Okay, now let's unpack this because here's where it's rather interesting, rather interesting. Number one, I'm confused as to what the call was. Because first he said, we got a call about you and the house. Okay. Then he says, it's about you and your reckless driving. He said, what reckless driving? I'm just coming in from work. But then the cop said, oh, he's intoxicated. Okay. Now, that there for me is not necessarily shown in the video because Mr. Man seemed to be in all of his faculties. Okay. Although his speech appeared to be a little blurred, but I don't know if that's how he talks or what. I don't know. Now, the officer says that he's intoxicated. Okay. Now, it seemed like they claiming that the call was his reckless driving. All right. So, if that's the case, why did they not try to de-escalate this when the female officer was trying to assert her authority? Because that's the bitch over here hollering, get on the ground, get on the ground. Okay. Which means I'm sure she already had her weapon pulled after he put his in his pocket. Okay. Now he's brandishing a weapon, but he put it in his pocket. And he stood back because he took his hands and put his hands behind his back. Gun is in the front pocket. His hands went behind his back. So now, here we have a situation to where this could have been de-escalated even further as he told them, get her off my property. Why did they not comply? Because girlfriend could have played Cagney and Lacey behind the goddamn car. If she was ready to sit down there to protect her partner, she could have sat down there and hosted aim somewhere and had him on lookout. No, been on lookout just in case boyfriend got crazy. Okay? Now, it's sketchy, but the cops shot first. The cops shot first. Now, maybe they shot because he advanced, okay? Now, that there I can understand wholeheartedly. He made it advance, and they got trigger happy, as folks do, and they shot. Now, thankfully, they didn't do a 3-center mass shot. They shot, then that did nothing but fuel him. Because what did he do? He got his gun out, walked over behind him. Catch it now. He took his gun out, walked over to where his car was to get a better aim at them. Now, mind you, that there's the same direction that the bitch was. And I'm saying it like that because that's where I am. When Miss Thing was, that he told to get off the property. Now, he took over in that direction. I don't know where she came when he got to hollering. He went over in that direction, and then we heard the shots, and then he ended up firing back. See, that's the part of the story that I've always had a problem with when we talk about people with guns. Now, the police got guns, you got guns, the children across the street got guns, kids down the street got guns, everybody got a fucking gun. And so now what became that was what? The goddamn shootout at the OK Corral. Okay. So now here we have this. Okay. They took him down, didn't kill him. They got him 7 times, according to what the news report said. Okay. They got him 7 times, but well, it wasn't a news report because I still don't know his name. I'm trying to see a full version of that video because whoever shot it, we only got just the words on half a screen. Well, I should say whoever shared it, that is. So this here is where the problem lies. Okay. Were the police doing their job? Or is everybody going to get all up in arms and say police brutality because the police fired first? Were they supposed to fire first? I say yes. If you have someone who you say is intoxicated, he done got pissed and angry, and then he made an advancement towards you and you told him to stand down. His wife told him to be cool, come in the house, come in the house. He kept saying, I ain't the nigga you want to fuck with. Okay? So he done already took a defensive position, all right? Hoping that, well, in my mind, I'm thinking he's saying all that, hoping that it didn't go that far. However, it went awry because the girl, the lady cop, is the one sitting up there bumping at the gums and had incited the damn situation. Okay? So here we have the female cop here, but nobody is telling her to shut the fuck up because somebody else is handling the gig. You understand? Now, again, I don't know how this works as far as the law is concerned, but here's how it is with us in security. If I'm coming up on a situation and I see that the officer that got there first is handling the situation, I'm only there to give him support. Not to take over, not to sit down there unless shit get out of hand. I got his back. If he's handling this and somebody's coming from around this way, I got to make sure this person don't jump in what's going on here. You understand? So here, why didn't the other officer sit down there and get her together? Hold on, I got this. You know, stand down or whatever. Because right at that point, it was just one-on-one. Like the wife was getting out the shower because she come out there what appears to be a towel wrapped around her because she looked like she's wet on the shoulders. So I'm assuming she had got out the shower and coming to see the commotion. Ma'am, go back in the house. She said, I'm not leaving y'all out here with him like this. What's the problem? So now, why is it so difficult for police officers to address what the fuck the problem is when it's being asked, what is the problem? What's the problem? And instead of giving half-hearted answers, oh, we got a call about you. No, you couldn't have got a call about me because I'm just getting home from work. Well, sir, just stand down. Just be calm. No, what the fuck is this about? Because that's not making sense to me. Then now you want to sit down and get into wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. We're going to get on that in a minute. Why are we oh shit, I lost my train of thought because that comment came in. Why are we not the commanding officer there or the guy that was there? Why have we not tried to de-escalate this so that it didn't get to this particular point? When he had his gun, now I heard 3 voices at that time said, put the gun away, put the gun up. I heard 3 voices. Did y'all? I heard 3, which means that there possibly was a 3rd officer there. If there was, and he said, no, I'm not putting nothing up. All right, now, right there, police officers got to be on defense because we have a gun present. He's not responding to direct orders. Now, he didn't hold it on him. He put the gun in his pocket. So again, we have a situation to where proceed lightly with caution. Okay? Because this can get out of hand, but it doesn't have to become the whole mountain yet. You see what I'm saying? We got a little bubble here, but it ain't got to go into no mountain yet. So now it required somebody who knew the art of calming this down. Okay? Because now he's on defense. Okay? Y'all up on me. I done got home. I'm, blah, blah, blah. That, wait a minute. Buck, you said you heard 4 voices? Okay. So now, this is what I need to get into. Okay. He planned his own funeral. He tried to take his wife with him. Now he ain't playing his own damn funeral. And he's not dead. He's not dead. And he was shot 7 times. And he's alive. He's not dead. And his wife ended up going back in the house. because he did not try to take her with him. Remember, if you saw the clip, she came outside to try to de-escalate. Okay, when he got to hollering at the woman and started to advance, she went back in the house. And I guess it was to put on some clothes. And that's my thought. Okay, before the gunshots. Okay, and that's what I'm thinking. So no, he wasn't trying to sit down here, and it wasn't about trying to plan his own funeral. He was standing his ground by saying, listen, I don't know what y'all up on me for. Okay? What are you saying? Psychiatry is not policing. What the fuck is this DOT? What the fuck are you saying, dot? What the fuck is that? Okay. Okay. Psychiatry is not policing. You're right. Psychiatry is not policing. However, de-escalation is. And what needs to happen, oh, is that what that is, period? Kudos, bitch, that's love. Okay, ha. Okay, dot. Okay, I got it. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. She said it's period. Okay, I got it. That's lovely. Okay. Psychiatry is not policing, but what has to happen is that when we have to have some kind of level of de-escalation tactics, okay, and conversation, because you have to come up in here and know how to assess the situation. Now, mind you, in this particular clip, remember, the officer, the male officer is saying, told the wife, oh, he's intoxicated. Well, if you're able to assess that, then that means that we have a potential situation that could get out of hand. So that means that you need to be ready. He was fine when he was in his calm voice and trying to figure out why y'all here. When little Miss Thing got the bump on her gums, okay, that's what started the agitation. Then he's like, no, get off my property. That should have told them he don't want to deal with her. Okay? And they should have gotten her out of the way. Okay? Have her stand back so that they could de-escalate this. Okay? I agree with that, but we can't expect anger with anger. This is true. However, in volatile situations like this, you have to go in expecting that it could get out of hand, because all it takes is something to twist in a second. It don't take but 2 seconds for things to go awry. Okay? So here, if you're already noticing that he's intoxicated, everybody knows that a person who is intoxicated, honey, any and everything is going to happen at any given moment. Okay? So you have to be ready for it. When he brandished his gun and put his gun in his pocket, that there was when everybody got on defense, because now we have a gun. When they said put the gun down, he said, I am not. But he put it in his pocket. He didn't wave it at him. He didn't hold it on him or nothing. He put it in his pocket. But as somebody who's intoxicated, as according to the police officer, and that's their assessment, they should have been ready for any and everything. But the more he got agitated with the female officer, that there should have told them to get her the hell out the goddamn situation in order for this to calm down. However, that's not the case here. Now, like I said, y'all heard and saw he got shot. Now, according to what they say, he got shot 7 times, and now they're saying that they charge him with 3 counts of assault. Now, do y'all think that part is right? Okay. We got Tracy. Hey, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go back, because Kiana, you had said something I want to put up here. You said, okay, but it's my opinion. No disrespect. I'm here to learn and participate. No disrespect taken, baby. I'm a little passionate, so I welcome it all. You know, I welcome it all, so that this is why we have these particular conversations, so that we can sit down here and get it. We got to get into the crust of it in order to have expansive conversation so that it's not all one-sided. Because what ends up happening is just looking at that clip alone, everybody's going to get on the side of, oh my God, here go another black man that got shot by the cops. Well, we got to dissect this, sweetie, because there's some things in here to where they were not wrong for shooting at him. They were not wrong because he made the advance. After he got to hollering and carrying on and was like, get her off my property, blah, 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 he advanced at them. What else were they? Now, thankfully, they did not shoot to kill. See, now that there, I think is probably the most significant piece of all of this. Usually, when we see these kinds of situations, the person who gets shot 3 centimeters right here, and they end up out. They did not shoot to kill in this particular case. So when they shot, this is what leads me to believe that either he was intoxicated or he was just having one of those days, because he decided to shoot back. Okay, now we got the shootout at the OK Corral. So when he shot back was when they fired and let loose. Okay, hitting him 7 times. Okay, so now what? Is that the police doing their job, or is it police brutality? See, because in this one here, I think they had the way how it went, they could have done it a little better. I think it could have gone without gunfire had they removed that female officer that he had got agitated with. If they had sent her to the car or over somewhere else, I think that it would have, I don't think they would have gotten to gunfire. I don't think. Okay. However, she was the catalyst there that started the aggravation. You see? So yeah, that there was that. Let me go to the comments. Let's see. But the police have a God complex, and I think black people are getting to the point where they are fed up with the police. Jared, I can't fuck with that, because you're absolutely right. Okay. And the thing of it is that it's not all officers that feel that way, or all officers who exude that particular kind of attitude. What we got those, we've said this a lot on this particular program. You got those who have the Napoleon complex, little short, little stocky little thing, who got into a uniform and now you're trying to play Billy Badass. You got those who are bullied and carried on when they were kids, and now they got a little piece of power and authority behind them. You got those who now have a gun on their side, and now they understand what power is. And then they got to abuse that power. You understand? Then you have what we call the blue wall of silence, because now this is an unspoken fraternity to where it's uncool to rat out your cops and your partners and carrying on when they sit up there trying to do the right thing, or they're after the criminal element, and so they use dastardly tactics in order to get the job done. See, and those dastardly tactics, they have been in the books. It's just that now they call themselves trying to eradicate them because they're not proper protocol. When at one point in time, you had a select few of police officers, and we had stress in Detroit, the Red Devils here in Atlanta, and Red Dogs, not Red Devils, Red Dogs, and all these little specialized little police units that they had created that became the beast of the communities, because they were the ones who were sitting up there beating up, carrying on with all of the so-called dregs of society, aka black folks back in the day, and they were beating folks down and kicking ass and not even taking names. They were taking prisoners, And so now we have allowed for this particular narrative to become part of police culture, because there were a lot of people who still believe in that type of tactics. Okay, so okay, I do thank God he's alive, but he definitely got to make a few changes when dealing with laws. And that's about self-accountability for real, for real. God, I like that dot. Now that I know what it is. Ha. Okay. And I can't argue with that point, Kiana, that you're absolutely right on that. Okay, you're absolutely right on that. I'm sure that I'm sure that when he was in that jail cell, that if he was drunk and sobered up, I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. I'm sure that it did. Okay. No, that change that charge, I don't agree with him being charged. Okay. I don't know if I agree with him being charged or not. I do know this. I think it's kind of ironic that they would sit down there. See, here's where it is for me is that I think they wanted to have something to charge so that they could justify them shooting. You understand? More of the shots. Why is it, well, okay, he charged at us and this, that, and the other. And then, it's kind of like, how many of y'all have ever been out young and the police stop you, say, I know this happened to me. First off, I was stopped because they told me I matched a description. Then after we go through and they find my name and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 and I wasn't the person they were looking for, then all of a sudden it became, oh, well, you after curfew anyway. Just so they could say they doing something. And that's the kind of shit that bothers me. Why is it that now you got to now think of something else to add on shit? That's the part that rattles my chain, honey. Why is it? It's always got to be something else. Okay, so yeah, okay. Or say yes, we do. Okay, all of what you mentioned, yes, dastardly tactics. That's accurate. Okay. At what part do you handle what you tired of different than what he did? I mean, you must know bullets have no names and could have went in the house and killed his loved ones. What about not endangering your family? It's not like he was armed like David Koresh in Waco, Texas. Okay, did you bring up a good point? Okay. Let's go there. Let's go there because bullets don't have names. You're right, they don't. Which is why I'm upset that this got to a point where they had to feel as though they fired. Why didn't they taser him? If he had advanced, why didn't they taser him? They went straight for their guns. Now, again, I understand why, but remember, when they told him to put his gun away, he said, no, I'm not, but he did put it in his pocket. So they know he's armed. But when he charged them, he didn't have the gun in his hand. So why didn't somebody take, Buck, you said you heard 4 voices. So how about that? They could have shocked the shit out of his ass. Okay. And had him on the ground just to subdue him. You understand? And then they could have got his gun from him, and secured the gun and then probably have put him in custody. So that there is something that I would like for us to look at too, because if he got hit 7 times, how many? I got to go look at that again to count the number of times that we heard gunshots. Because you're right. What about the neighbors? See, here's what that is. It's just like you said, the family. Well, I'm looking at the neighbors. Y'all shooting at this child here in the damn the drive. And then he's shooting back. Now he done came. He shot over here. He done come back. He's shooting at you. Y'all all in the neighborhood. Okay. So, that there is that. That there is that. Okay. So, but Kiana, I like that. I do like that. Okay. But you say it's not like he was armed like David Koresh. He didn't have 16, 17 rifles and carried on. And okay, I give you that. Okay. They probably could have, but there's a distance limit for tasers. Possibly. But here's where I am. You already agitated the dude because y'all up on his property. Okay. Somebody could have had a taser on him while everybody else had guns. Somebody. They could have took him. They could have took him down the way how I'm seeing it. But depending on Child, they close enough to have, they could have tased him. Yeah, tasers have a distance, but they were close enough to where they could have tased the shit out of his ass. Okay, I've seen it. They could have tased his ass. Okay. Or whatever. Okay. Let's go back up into the comments. Jerry, you say police reform is definitely needed in this country. The excessive force we see against Black people, but we don't see against other races, is infuriating. Excessive force should only be used in extreme situations, not for petty or low-level crimes. Drop the mic right there, honey, because I can't fuck with that one. Can't fuck with that. Yeah, I totally. To add to their quota meet. Okay. Now I don't know what date that happened on. I really need to. That's what I'm saying. The research department. I need to get. I'm trying to look for the man's name. I know in the clip that if you look at the words, whoever posted this, they didn't post it right because we only got half of the captions. But his last name is Williams, and they're somewhere in Denton. Okay, so I was trying to find this, and I can't. It wasn't coming up for me. So I'm trying to figure out who this was and carrying on because I want to follow this particular case to see what happened and you know exactly what he was charged with and see how all this happened. And yes, the police cameras need to be seen in this one. Okay, we need to see this angle from the police cam's perspective so we can get the whole thing, you know, and see what this is, because I'm sure if they claiming that his driving was all over the place, then I'm sure they were following him in order to have that recorded. And if they were not, then I'm having an issue with that. Because again, it sounded like to me, they said that we got a call about you, and then it became, oh, you and your reckless driving. See, I'm having a hard time with that because that's not, it sounds like that's an addendum. Instead of you just being, listen, somebody was saying that you was driving recklessly in the community. Now you want to add shit on, which started to that fuel. You understand? And I'm having an issue with that. Okay, I'm having an issue with that. Let's go to the comments. Hugh, what you say? I believe we're all glad that he survived the shooting. I've seen a video where a white man pulled a gun and was moving toward police officers. He raised his gun and aimed them before they finally shot him. You know what? Listen, child. There's a video out there where the white man took the billy club from the police officers, whooped their ass, and drove off in the police car. Okay. 2 officers, he took them, it was a male and a female, took him down. Okay. Took him down. They didn't shoot him. They didn't do nothing to him. Okay. We had the other one where the officers, they come up on the guy told him. The guy flat out told them he had a gun and he wasn't doing shit. He wasn't getting out the car. He wasn't gonna do it. In fact, he rode off with the cops. Okay, drugged the damn cop and rode off. He said, "Fuck it, I'm not doing this." You see, so that there, yes, it's a double standard, and I'm sure folks who are pro police like this are gonna say, well, you know, that was a different jurisdiction and this, that, and the other. But we have things here that is common sense. And when you see that, okay, if one cop cannot shoot or do this or do that and the other, how come that's not standard procedures? And see, here's the other thing that I think we need to do away with, and that their law enforcement, we have too many municipalities and jurisdictions, and everybody got a different way of doing shit. And I think that there is part of the demise. There needs to be a federal standard of officership where everybody has to sit down there. If we're going to be trained, everybody needs to be trained the same way. Now, what becomes different are the different state laws, because each particular state has their own constitution. So that there is something state, then you got the city, then you got the county, all this goddamn shit, honey, and it starts to become muddy. The waters get muddy, okay? Because here, what can be done here in Fulton County, Atlanta, can't be done in Clayton County, Atlanta, okay? But this is all supposed to be the same police. Now here's the thing. Fulton County and Clayton County have their own different. They have two different sheriffs. Okay, but yet y'all are states. See, the states, the sheriffs and stuff are state, but each police department is all local. So see how the waters get muddy. It just gets muddy, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense, and this is why we have to get on one page with all of this, because this here is becoming tiring. Keanu, you said tasers don't always work. Before he could have realized, before he could have released a deadly shot to one of them, they focus was he's armed with a gun and he's angry and black and they want to go home alive. That's all they were focused on. Period. Dot. Okay. Denton County is in Texas. Yes, it is. Yeah. Okay. And that hey, hands up. I got to give you that one because that's why I'm saying they got on the alert when he had the gun and put it in his pocket. And that's why everybody had, I'm assuming, I'm putting words there. I'm assuming that's why that they were all ready to shoot. Okay. Because they knew he already had a gun, you know, and that there is which is one of the part of the problems, because I'm like, okay, if everybody got their guns pulled on him. See, here's where I am with all that. Because you hear about these folks getting shot 16, 17 times. Why did it take everybody to shoot their goddamn gun? You understand? Why did it take everybody to shoot their damn gun? I'm not understanding that. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. The police lie to cover their asses to fuck with people. Just imagine before camera phones, the numerous amounts of cases of police killing blacks for no reason, and the police covering their asses with lies. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about as far as these special unit police officers and stuff. See, when I was a kid, now, Jared, I don't know how old you are. I'm 51, and I'm from Detroit. Okay? And when I was a kid, you know, those early 70s and carrying on, yeah, we had those officers who would sit down and they would take the boys in the alley and stuff and fuck them up, okay? Beat their asses, okay? And sometimes, depending on what it is, they would send them home or they would fuck them up before they sent and still took them downtown and booked them or whatever the case may be. And this was well before cameras and carrying on. And we all knew that because it became the protocol for police to use physical force. That's what I mean. Look at us now. That's all we talk about is how physical policemen get. Okay, so much so to where now they're not just whooping your ass; they got you in headlocks and things that have no business being used. They done sat there and told you that particular move is illegal, but you still know that move. You know not to put, to put your knee on somebody's motherfucking neck is you're not to, in the back. Yeah, if you're trying to level him, you're holding him down while you're coming the knee in the back. You got your knee on his neck. Really? So we know the moves are illegal and things of that nature, but this is still what the folks learn. And if they don't learn it in the police academy, they learn it from their partners. They learn it from somebody who'd have been on the force for years, trying to sit down there and show them how to do this and how to do that. It becomes it's a whole catch-22, a big old circle. That's just just a little rat running on the wheel. And so now what do we do? What do we do? Okay. Kiana, I've seen the video of plenty white men armed with knives, guns, and all, but let's be for real. They never have and never will treat us fairly on the most part. Hey, can't fuck with that one either, because you're right. Because they know they will face no jail time, if any. That's why, sir. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. And that there goes too, because whatever that is, they don't want to squeal on each other. They don't want to be put in a position. Let me tell you, I had a police officer tell me this at work. There was something that had went down, okay, and an officer did something or another. And so his partner or whatever, they reported it, right? And it got to the higher ups. Well, whatever happened, it got out that this particular officer had reported the incident, right? Well, so now what my officer told me was what ends up happening is that gets out into the department. And so if that officer is out on a call and need backup, well, the other officers would delay responding to the call. So this person could get fucked up out here, okay, or whatever, and they will mosey in when they feel like it as a payback. And that's what I was told here in Atlanta, okay? And we talked about this was pre-COVID, this may be 2 years ago, okay? So, yeah, so that is what we were told. Okay, what I was told. And that's today, in today's times. Okay. So we have a number of things going on here where it's becoming, haphazard. And you're right, because they know they're not gonna go to jail for the most part. But I think the laws, we have to look at those laws. If we get onto something that's going to let these folks know that we've got to stop pussyfooting around. We've got to stop acting as if we are scared and stop putting these folks like we put the pastors of a church above the law. You understand me? Y'all sit up there, when y'all in church, the pastor can't do no wrong and blah, 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 blah. He's probably the biggest hellion up in there. But because that's the pastor or the deacon, y'all don't, they can't do no wrong. Police officers, y'all done put these fuckers on pedestals, gave them a little position, and God help you if they sergeants, lieutenants, captains, and all this other jazz. Put them on pedestals, and then you get to a point where you feel as though they could do no wrong. Okay? Not cool. Not cool. And then what happens when they fuck up, and then they're the training officers or whatever. If they training you the wrong way, y'all saw training day. Look at come on. Look how Denzel Washington was training his guy. Okay. And it would set him up and shit on different things because he knew the streets and that one didn't and blah, blah, blah. You understand? I'm relying on you to get me home safely. You're supposed to be on my side. And yet you're sitting up here having me go through this bullshit. For real? Mm-hmm. So they're doing... That's what the movies are reflecting to us. So we have to know that it's coming from somewhere. You understand? So that there is that. Hold on. What we got? What we got? Okay. Wait a minute. Or drop you off in the OP's territory until you walk back. Dirty cops back in the day in Chicago. Come on. Not the OP's territory, okay? All over the rival gangs or whatever. No, you don't. Yeah, Okay. Good evening, everyone. Hello. Yes, Helena done came in. I'm gonna bring her in a minute. Okay. Helena hologram. Hey, Miss Helena, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the show down in the GA. If y'all have not seen it, I'm gonna play a bit of it. Up here, I'm gonna do a little bit today because Aunt Nikki had put it up on her Facebook page. But I'm gonna play a little snippet, a little bit. Okay. Let's see. We the taxpayers, Black, pay for these deaths out of our own, not the state or officers who did. That is actually fact, darling. Actual factual, darling. I love it. But here, you know what? Here's what this is. Because you're right. We do. The taxpayers, the Black taxpayers, and carrying on, pay for all of that, through our taxes and things, and through our food stamps and all of that. And a lot of folks feel as though that because of the high poverty levels in the urban cities. They feel as though that, hell, you know, we're supposed to pay for it, or get you know, they get upset because tax money is going to that kind of stuff. Okay. It's really a mess. It's really a mess. And until we have our own economic power, okay, until we have our own economic power, okay, this ain't going. It's not going to do anything until we have, because we could bitch, moan, and complain. We could argue all we want to, but our economic empowerment, honey, is not coming from us going out buying Gucci and Jordans and 30 inches of weave and getting your nails done from the Chinese shop. Okay, that's not where our economic empowerment is coming from. Our economic empowerment is coming from us having our own businesses and things where we can circulate the money so that our money pay for our politicians. We got, and when I say pay for them, yes, we got to add to those campaigns. We got to give them the coin that they need to get the flyers out, to have the internet, to have and be able to go to DC and to pay for those particular things. We got to have that kind of coin. So that way we get somebody up there who knows what we want to talk about. Right now, our money don't take care of us. Our money don't take care of us as it should. And I'm talking from experience too, because I'm not the best at money. Okay. Our money as a collective does not take care of us. So when we say our taxpayers, see, we should have been up there, okay, with our taxpayers to say, you know what, I'll tell you what we're going to do is withhold this. Okay. We're not going to pay into this, and we're not going to pay into that until we get X, Y, and Z. Because we could put all that tax money in an escrow account, see, and say, no, it ain't going there. And we could do that on a local level. See, all that stuff got to be on a local level, because doing it on a state or a federal level, it don't mean nothing up there. All of that is on the local level, you see. And that there's where this is. Big Red that came up in here. Hey, much love from the Big Red fella. Support my album streaming on all platforms. Titled Wasn't Ready. God bless. Did you come up and do a damn commercial? You You gotta love it, honey. But that was going to be on my next commercial break. The Big Red fella, honey, had his album dropped yesterday. So, honey, we need y'all to go and get Wasn't Ready. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all hear snippets of it on the next commercial break. Okay, you got the link? Is it? You got the link, child. Oh, it wasn't there. Where did I put it? I think I put it on Big Red Fella page. Anywho. Child, I keep forgetting you got all these damn pages. And I put it in addition T. So anyway, I'm trying to get him the link. But yeah. So be that as it may. Come on up in here, your boy Derek.
What's up?
What's happening, baby?
Hello, everybody. What's going on? Hey, fiddle diddle. Ain't got no hand in the fucking middle, honey, but it's okay. And if is that what you believe? Is that what you believe?
Is that what you believe, big darling? Is that what you believe? Okay, the cheering. Okay, lay car, honey. Ha. Okay. Is that what you believe? Tell it to the cheering, honey. Tell them to him. Okay. So now, did you see the videos that we were playing and all of that? Because, darling, I'm telling you, when it comes down to dealing with this shit with the police, it's just fucking unnerving. But at the same time, we must get on board with some of this shit, and we've got to empower ourselves to do better, to talk better, to speak up about it, to know where to go to make some shit happen, you know, and those kinds of things. We have to get on that. We have to get on that. Okay. The question is, do we know how? You know, and all of those things. So, what are your thoughts on what you heard coming in, sweetie?
Well, first of all, two thoughts I want to say. One thing is that the key to most of all of this is it has to start grassroots.
Right.
You can't try to go to the federal level before you knock out the local level.
Say it.
Because everybody want to go up here, but in life there's a process to everything we do, and everybody want to miss part of the process. So if you miss part of the process, then damn it, you didn't do the process.
Well,
The process is the process, and we have to start at the local level with our aldermen, our councilmen, and local mayors, because they're funded multiple dollars from city, state, and federal. So they get money, so we have to make them accountable, and we have to start, going to these city council meetings and going to the alderman meetings and going to town hall meetings, which nobody wants to fucking do. Nobody.
right.
When the last time anybody in this damn group been to a town hall meeting?
Okay. 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 That part.
You know,
That part.
and then when we speak up, we have to speak up eloquently. No disrespect. Y'all excuse me.
Say it. Say it.
Y'all know my mouth is colorful as hell. We can't go there speaking pig Latin because anybody gonna know what the fuck we talking about.
Say it. Right.
And everybody, and we have to place people who are very, very eloquent and have articulation of speech a speech to speak for us, because everybody can't speak in front of a crowd.
That's true. That there is true. We got a number of folks that freeze up. If y'all ever go into town hall meetings and carrying on, and though we love them, we love for folks to get up. We create the spaces so that people can be heard. Okay. But at the same time, we get a lot of people up there who freeze because now that everybody actually listening to them, they haven't talked in front of folks, so now they take the long way around to get to their point. Okay, heard 5, 6, 7 different stories, honey, before they got to their damn point. Okay, which takes up time. Okay, which takes up time, and you get frustrated because they're trying to say something, but they don't know how to say it. Okay, or you get those who have become so frustrated to where every 3 words is a 4-letter word, honey. Or they don't, or everybody's a whole bunch of motherfuckers and scared on. And these motherfuckers.
This don't make no fucking sense. It's
Right.
not on my goddamn nerve. I've been living in this fucking
Right.
world for 5 years.
Right.
And this shit ain't get no better. What the fuck is going on?
Right.
Girl, shut up.
Right. And it becomes that. So when now folks done tuned off because it's like, okay, no, we know, because now either they feeling disrespected or they got their feelings, and this, that, and the other. And the points don't get heard, So yeah, we have to have somebody that's going to get up in front of the people, and it's going to keep it real, break it down, and see somebody like me. Every now and again, I used to do this in front of the church and carry it on. Every now and again, yes, I have to throw in a word here and there because I need for those who throw words like that to know I'm on their side, But when we sit up there trying to command this, I need you to understand, no, you're not dealing with the dregs of society or those who you feel are unintellectual, or inarticulate. We need to sit, we have to understand that we know how to do this thing. Okay. We know how to do it. Red done came up in here. Look, if you don't stop looking at this camera like that, boy. He sit up here. Look at this fool. Look at this. If you don't quit playing.
I heard y'all wanted somebody to be absolutely articulate this evening.
I am going to. I'm a mute his mic. I'm fucking mute his mic.
The last time a woman muted my mic, it was a judge standing in front of us.
Well,
and guess what?
What?
I got me another person to unmute it.
Well, as long as you make sound, that's all I need.
And that mic been standing on the mic stand ever since.
Well, how about it?
Yeah.
All right, for standing on the mic stand.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with an erect mic. I mean, a stand-up guy. Yeah.
But hey, but sometimes you see, if you like me, sometimes you have to take the mic stand and throw it because I'm handheld.
Oh, so you like to toss the mic? Okay, that's good.
You are stupid as hell. Okay.
Not with
Hey, Derek, let's not pretend like he don't toss mics the way he toss titties at shows. No, we're not gonna do
all
that.
right. Don't do it. Okay.
Looks like Red a little ... preoccupied.
I had to toss the mic at the show because there wasn't no salad there for me to toss shit.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
stop.
I'm in 101 celebratory situations.
Okay. Kiana says, see, I disagree. I disagree that people need to speak from the heart, and it can be as they are. We speak eloquently and still get dragged, disrespected, and thrown off. Speak the truth and let the chips fall where they may, darling.
And and that's very important. But you also got to realize that what a lot of people don't realize is that, like, I'll use the city council meeting as a thing. First of all, people come to city council meeting that think they're just gonna stand up at them. No, you have to go to that meeting. You have to ask permission to have space to speak. So you get there, you sit there for hours. Say, "Oh, well, they didn't let me speak." Well, girl, you didn't sign up. That's what you're talking about.
Right.
You just can't walk in any council meeting and think they're gonna give you the mic and give you the floor. That, like I said, there's a process to this shit.
Let me explain something to you. The problem with our people is they want everything handed to them like the cookie that you get in commissary in jail. It's out the wrapper already.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? They don't want to take the time to actually figure out how to unlock something, open it up, reach inside, get what you need, seal it back up because you're going to need the rest of it later. They don't want just too much thinking, too much process. So they go and they sit in those rooms and they sit there like jackasses, and then they go complain to the media, and it's always the B side, C side media that they complain to, because the A side is not going to put the mic in their face unless they're standing out there with braids in their hair, gold teeth in their mouth, or a robe and a rag on their head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, and I always say this, and I get the frowns and the growls, but we are our own poison. And I'm gonna tell you something. We have to be on time for something besides 11. Get in free before 11 o'clock at the club. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
We have to be on time for, you know what I'm saying, like something to do with the children. You want to change something in the neighborhood that has something to do with the youth, then you have to go get involved. But boy, that Rainbow have a sale, and Shanika Laquan and all the rest of her damn band teachers up in that doggone thing getting 60% off. That's what I'm not understanding. But the day before that, or the same day, your child had a doggone school meeting. You didn't go.
Because you didn't feel like, fuck, I don't feel like dealing with them damn teachers right now. I don't feel that shit. Okay. Right. And it's always something. And then you the one up there talking about, oh, I know my child ain't.
Yeah, but you want to go get poor customer service for a cheap price.
Then you ask yourself ask anybody in the room the simple question, and I'm at fault of that. Who the hell is your councilman, or who's the alderman for your area? Tell me.
Oh, come on.
Yep. There you go.
Tell me, who's the councilman and the alderman for your area? Tell me, I'm listening.
Right.
And even with that, even if you don't have the voice and you can't speak like that, call your councilman and say, look, this is my concern. This is what I would want to say, and could you speak for me? Because that's what the fuck he get paid for. Him or her get paid for is to speak for you.
Right.
But everybody is mute mouth because guess what? Think about if you had $1 for every black person that went and took a political poster out their front yard that belonged to an alderman or a councilman in their neighborhood. Being ignorant, talking about why they stick this shit in my yard.
Right.
And the first thing you're going to do is be looking for their ass when they raise your taxes.
How about that? Let me go here, because Kiana brings up a point that I want to make sure that we're clarifying. We're not saying that the people don't need to have their voices heard.
No, not at all.
That's why the forums are created. I stand behind that. And my problem is we don't have enough time, because we oftentimes if you don't get the preacher to the choir syndrome, that everybody's there with the same goal, everybody's saying the same thing and this and the other. What you get is the first timers who come out that haven't been heard, they want to do something, but when they get up there to speak, like we said, either they have stage fright, they don't like speaking in front of a lot of people, or they don't know how to get it out, and so we take the long way around in order to get to the point. And I'm not saying that I believe that everybody who is on this side of creation, everybody has a right to be heard. Their voices have a right to be spoken, and they have a right to be heard. Whether we agree with what come out their mouth is a whole separate issue, but everybody has the right to be heard. Okay, so forums like this, what we have to do is to make sure that those particular people, we get them out more so they could be engaging more, so they can have better forums that they can talk a little bit more, and then they know how to get to the point. Because oftentimes folks sit up there and think that there's a protocol, to speaking in front of people. It's kind of like if you tell folks, I need you to say it like we sitting around in the circle. If you're sitting on the stoop smoking your cigarette, how would you say it? I need you to say it like that here. Because when you sit up there and say, listen, I'm sitting up here wondering how come y'all raising my taxes, because last year Billy came home, and when Billy came home, he opened up my mail. And when he opened up my mail, he called me because I was in the back room hanging up the laundry and things. And he called me, and I came out to the front. He said, Grandma, look, because you got some mail. And when I opened the mail up, it had said that my husband's name was on the thing, and my husband had died 15 years ago. And so I'm wondering, because it still came in my husband's name, and then y'all telling me that the taxes done went up, and I don't know nothing about. See, when it went all here, okay, and that's not a bad thing. It's just that we have not afforded these folks the opportunity to talk. Okay, so we have to, whenever we go into that, we have to take it with a grain of salt, because I know it gets on everybody's nerve. But oh Lord, honey, is she gonna get through this? Okay, but then we also have to say, but it's her time. This is her time. Come on, Maxine, be claiming my time. This is her time. Let her have her time. Okay. So then when we get there, now we have to bring them out even more, so we can sit there and say, okay, let's do this, and let's speed it up. Do you have a question? That's a couple. They say, well, let's write it down. You get some of them all the time and say, we're not going to do this. Write down your questions. Write them down so that we can get right to the point. Because oftentimes we get lost in the shuffle. And then oftentimes it becomes off topic, because you came to talk about the taxes, but the next thing you know, it does switch to, well, how come my ex-husband or my husband who passed away, y'all got that all wrong, and y'all done upset my feelings and my household care. No, I don't know nothing about Jimmy. It becomes a whole different issue. So we have to be able to completely create these particular platforms, and while we create these platforms, still allow the people to be heard, but then teach them how we do this, or have them have a proxy. Have them have a proxy.
Like Liz said, and it's a very good point. It's time to bring back those civic classes that we used to take in high school way back when. So you'll learn how to do those things. You'll learn the government process. You want to learn civics. Look, guess what? You want to learn civics a real easy way. Watch Schoolhouse Rock. I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill. It tell you how to do it tell you how to go everywhere, and everybody can relate to that.
Exactly. Okay. Kiana said, plus it's plenty of eloquent speaking folks, dumb as fuck, and lacking common good damn sense. Those are the ones that got the rest fucked up. Well, you know what? Now, to your point here, and I think this is what you're trying to say, because we do have the educated fools up there, those who the chosen ones, because of who they are, or basically how they look, but yet they don't have their pulse on society, on the finger of society, you know, or the community. They up there doing all this damn talking, but that ain't what the fuck we got going on back here. Why in the hell are you talking about? You sit up here talking about astrology, we talking about STEM. Okay, we talking about the STEM program. Okay.
I understand that everybody's not getting their just due, but the stars haven't aligned. And I looked in the sky the other day and I saw Orion. And Orion told me, you know who Orion is.
Right,
You got to look at Aristotle and understand where I'm coming from, people. Not preach. I know. All right.
You Aristotle, that fool said Aristotle. I'm going to beat your ass with Aristotle. I'm going to beat your ass with every damn Aristotle. You heard me? I'll beat your ass with Aristotle. Okay. So that there is that. Women, let me finish up these comments, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna move on to the next thing. I'm gonna take a small little commercial break, and then we're gonna move on to the next thing because I'm going into this whole DaBaby thing. Okay. I'm going into DaBaby. Yes, we are roses. Okay.
DaBaby, young baby, baby.
Teacher class, give them a course to educate their ass, then and drive the newly trained asses to the meetings. Period. I'm right there. That's what. Yep, we just said that. So that's why I'm a be it all, honey. I demand respect and go get it. If I'm in rag, if I'm in a rag on my head or beat to the heavens, dot. And it's how you carry yourself, and that's exactly what we're saying. Because oftentimes, child, we want you to be yourself. We don't want you to be somebody that you're not. At the same time, when you know that you're not the most eloquent speaker up there, I don't need you to be up there cussing everybody out and then turning it sideways.
But that's why I'm with the whole point of they should have pre-meetings and stuff in the neighborhoods where somebody's articulately teaching these people how to speak based on the issues that they have in their community.
Well, did you know? Well, that's what we do now. Like here in college, let's take us here in College Park, because we do have the College Park Citizens Association, which we are looking for. We're looking for the community to get involved. That there is what we do. Like we meet like the third Saturday of the month, right? And so that third Saturday is usually before our next city council meeting, right? Okay. So because of that, listen, we give you we go over the agenda that they have coming up. Okay, this is what the agenda is. If you have not submitted your question or whatever, we go through and we will help you formulate the question so that it could be read and it has some kind of clarity to it. These are the kind of things, I know that's what we do here. So if everybody does that to where, okay, we're preparing for the city county meeting, what are your concerns that we need to take during the question and comments, okay, the citizens' remarks time.
Exactly. Okay. Here's an example. I'm a citizen,
right?
And I'm gonna ask you a question. You okay? And that I want you to take to council. Okay. Well, here's my question. I said I frequently visit the public parks in our community, and a lot of times I had to take a dump, and there's like a limited toilet paper.
Oh.
So what are we gonna do about that? Because the shit finna hit the fan. I didn't once I started drinking milk.
God damn it, he set me up. Your motherfucking ass set me up. I'm gonna beat your ass because I'm sitting up here. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get real serious and be like, but that is an issue because the bathroom really ain't clean. You know, I'm gonna go to make a whole thing and you're like, beat your ass. Oh, I'll beat your ass.
That goddamn big red fella.
Got him.
Big red fella.
Yeah, you did. God damn it.
That nigga. Boy, you a motherfucker. Boy, you's a motherfucker.
Oh, have mercy, have mercy. What we got? Most people can't make these meetings, can't take a day off or miss a beat on bills. They need more virtual or text or Facebook meetings. Give them access and other stuff. I don't know. I'm just saying a few thoughts. No, actually, those are all good. And COVID has allowed us that privilege. I know here in College Park, that's what we do. A lot of our meetings now are up on Facebook, and if you miss it, you can always go back and tune in and carry on. And but they need to do that. Okay, they need to do that.
But then in doing that, a lot of places have done that, and guess what? And y'all may not want to think about it, may not want to say, but guess what? A lot of people have been doing that for a minute, and guess what? People don't even show up for the fucking Zoom meeting. So all that is
Right.
fine and dandy. But these opportunities have been put out there for people who have been through Zoom meetings, whether it's been on Facebook, whether they send you stuff in the mail, and people still don't show up. And what people fail to realize is these people who have carried this torch for a long time, damn it, they tired.
Right.
But they don't have nobody else to pass the damn
Derek,
torch.
you are mature enough to know. All right. Every one of us on the screen right now know that you can take them to the water, but you can't make them drink.
Can't make them drink.
And that there is gospel right there. That's gospel. Okay, let's do this. Let's take a little commercial break. And when we come back, we're gonna get into the baby and carrying on. But here, this is what I want y'all to do. On this break, on this break, I want y'all to preview my boy's album.
Oh.
Einstein, get funky with it. Done been around the world, made a whole lot of love, seen a lot of different things, had all the above, damn it, a big house and cars, just living my dreams, girls of all kinds, but not one to call my queen. Nah, still alone again, remembering baby, in this whole life, you can be what you want to be. Well, you can do anything you want to do. Just walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can do anything you want to do. Just walk a mile in my shoes.
Somebody run that Alabama called him back and said, yo, I'm waiting on
you know what it is. Hey, you know, the big red fella ain't never been a gambling man, but sometimes we gotta chase out the love the best way we can. So let me tell you what happened when I put all my cards on the table. You ever heard of 3-card Monte? Well, I met his little sister, Molly, a queen that stole my heart. Didn't even know it. She the whole time I didn't even show it. I said I love you, didn't get one back. Why find you now? What's up with that? Even bought you diamond. Hey, it's your boy, the big red fella. You know what it is? I want you over there. Hey, sexy lady over there. Yo, brother, get that girl. Get to the floor. I got a brand new dance for you. That's right, I put it all together for the ladies and gentlemen, the old school and new school, the young ones and the millennials. Let's go, round. Young and old. I'ma show you my dance. Called the jelly roll. It's easy to do. Rock out with me. pay attention and you see. Now stomp your left foot, stomp your right. Now roll your middle, now turn to the right. And just gently roll. Just gently roll, baby. Just gently roll. Just gently roll, baby. Now slide straight back and do the gently roll. Now stomp your left foot. Now stomp your right. Now roll your middle. Turn back to the right. And just gently roll. Just gently roll, baby. Now slide straight back and gently roll. It's easy to do. Have a little soul. Everything gon' be alright tonight. Come gently roll with me all damn night. Just gently roll. Just gently roll. Hey, it's time for us to get a little close. The big red fella wanna share where he came from, so you know where I'm going, cause you can see where I'm at. Come on, walk with me through a boy from Chi-Town. So I started this journey to be a great man, accomplish great things, and do all I can. From this point, right now, all I got on my own. I had a few great women as I traveled along. I learned to be tough and never back down. And I was told, boy, always stand your ground. Keep God first, Lord, for goodness sake. Love all mankind and never be fake. It's a blessing to be a blessing. Karma wins. Whatever you put out, you get back again. Only do it. Be a great provider to your family and kids. So when they on their journey, they'll do what you did. Born in October, yeah, on the 7th day. Cook County, baby. Chi-Town all the way. Sometimes, we can think that we got true love that can never be taken away. But I'm gonna tell you about what happened to the big red fella one day. I was walking around contemplating how I was gonna propose to the woman in my life. Yeah, man. If I could do no wrong, I was in love. Yeah, I was gonna make her my wife. They say love is blind. And I wouldn't believe it if I see it with my own eyes. So sit down and listen. I'm gonna give it to you just like this. I said I wasn't ready for what you done to me. It was plain to see. I saw something I couldn't understand. You was another man, and you make it plain. And I don't understand. You was being loving, cousin. You was kissing and hugging. You was being loving, cousin. You was kissing and hugging. I couldn't believe my own eyes. It caught me by surprise. Damn, he was rubbing your thighs. What? Oh why? I said I wasn't ready. For what you done to me. Another morning, all alone. Not because I chose to be this way, but I let pride get in the way. Well, fellas, I learned one thing: right is right, and wrong is wrong. And that's why, on my heart and mind, I had this song. Now my girl is gone. I know. I only wanna make amends, yeah. And I never, ever wanted our love to end, yeah. I remember all the pain I caused in the street, ignoring your phone calls. From girl to girl, just having a ball. Didn't care about how you feel. In the kitchen, cooking late night meals. And now you're gonna start same pain I feel. All I know is I need you back. And I know you're not trying to hear that. Now I'm down.
Ooh.
She was sweeter than sweet to me. Made me think about the birds and bees. From the day, oh sweet day, killed the shadow in me. Now she's old, she's the loneliest one for me. I said she's old, now she's the loneliest.
All righty then. Okay. Blues, 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 and more blues, and more blues, and more.
Yeah, baby.
I'm having fun with this particular album. But then I was there when you made it.
Yeah, baby.
I was there.
Man.
So that there is that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that there is Wasn't Ready by the one and only Big Red Fella. Honey, it's on all your listening devices or wherever you stream your music, you can download it there.
Everywhere.
If you love it, tell a friend. If you hate it, tell all your motherfucking enemies, honey.
Please do.
Okay.
Are you gonna show some snippets from the festivities?
I am. Oh Lord, honey. Oh Lord.
Okay, Reg, you did the thing. Okay, you did a little.
Okay, I am.
Got me ready to. Oh, daddy. Okay. Reg, is that what you believe? Is that what you believe?
Is that
what you believe?
Not is that what you believe, darling?
Is that what you believe? That what you believe?
That's your next song.
That what you believe?
Okay, right. Okay, the children.
Yeah.
Okay, the children. Well, hold on. Well, listen, while I'm trying to pull this up,
use more grease.
What? I am not. I refuse to even look at you. I'm not going to even look at you. I'm looking into the computer screen.
Hey,
Okay.
man, I got one thing to say to you, man. I don't know how you squeezing this squirt shit after that motherfucking goddamn jumbo motherfucking margarita. I wouldn't know shit else today. I was like, no.
Well, I had time for it to settle. Okay, because
boy,
I had time for it to settle because I'm telling you, honey, I'm like, oh, really, honey? Okay.
Those squeegee bottles set a lot of people off on that night, honey. I'm trying to tell you.
Yes,
oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, it did.
Yeah, they was getting their squeeze on for real.
Well, I'm gonna need her to squeeze. I'm gonna need her to squeeze. I'm gonna need her to squeeze some Pepsi and some Mountain Dew up in one of them squeegee bottles.
Hey,
I want to feel like I'm a part of shit too.
Hey, Cupcake say she was lit.
Okay, well, she lit, honey. Well, darling.
Some of them were so lit they was looking like this. I was like, "You okay?"
Right, that part.
Hey.
That part, honey. Okay. Well, here, wait a minute. This, I'm let me do this because I got to share this. Let's have a little fun. Let's have a little fun. Let's have a little fun. This here, I'm gonna show a little snippet of this because this is the first one I got to. So let's go here. Can y'all see that?
Not yet.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, girl.
So I decided, yes indeed, give me a 635, because you get time. Playing them records all to get on my yeah. We gon' go, we gon' go. DJ and me, sing along with me.
All right, I'm gonna stop that there because we only get X amount of we only get X amount of time, Cherry. X amount of time. Okay. We only get X amount of time, honey. But let me give y'all a little bit of this. Hold on. Hold on. I got to make sure we reshare. Okay, reshare the thing and make sure I got audio and thing. Give y'all a little bit of that. Come on. I got King Jesus, long as I got King Jesus. Okay, we'll stop that there. She had to move this thing out the way,
Hey, Cupcake say she almost had her running down there.
She had to move this thing out the way, honey. Okay, because she was in the goddamn way. Shit, that's what it was.
5 times to move, so now let me move.
That's that dress. Yeah.
With a heavy heart, don't know quite where to start to step back and survive. Love me like you do, like you do.
Okay. I got one more.
That damn dress, Derek.
Yeah.
I'm finna send you Naomi measurements.
I know I need to get them together. Okay.
Okay.
I might
We
have,
got one
to
more.
hire a couple. I might have to hire me a couple of Ling Lang Loos to help out, honey.
Not Ring Lang Lose, honey.
Remember you said on
But then he came, and it's not the same. Oh no, it's not the same. He gives me up. He gives me up. But he's all the man, he's all the man. In the morning, when I kiss he takes me down and he rocks my soul. Oh, yes, he does. And in the evening, when the moon is full, he holds me close and he won't let go. He can't let go. He better not let me go. He fills me up. He gives me
Yeah, that shit.
y'all was so good that night.
That's what Patty do. That's crazy, man. Well, that's what I'm saying. Everything she's doing is exactly. Man, Patty do. Man, all of it.
Over there.
Bruh. Bruh. Well, you know I'm a Patty motherfucking fanatic.
Okay.
And when she kicked them goddamn shoes off and laid on that floor and must have flapping her arms, boy, I was having a concert flashback up in that motherfucker.
Okay. Okay, what we got? We got, yes, Samantha. Okay, they missed a great show. Love you too, honey. My bio actually reads music connoisseur dots. Okay, yes. Oh, come on, King Jesus. Okay, they say new comments, but where are they? Okay, wait a minute. Oh, okay, there we go. Working that dress though. Okay, come on, vocal. Yes. When she kicked those shoes off, honey, that was everything. Okay. Yes. So that there was part of our show, if you need to see the whole performances and things of that nature, because I'll just show portions of it. Go to Aunt Nikki's YouTube. I was going to say Facebook. Go to her YouTube page, and Aunt Nikki 215 Artist 1 is the YouTube, and you guys can go there and watch all of the performances.
Well, Naomi,
Okay.
Mr. Reg, you're gonna have to tell me what your requests are because actually at that show that night you actually had 3 people that do Patty. So just let me know what you want, and honey, we can get it for you in October. That's not
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. But and see, I do Patty as well, but because Gigi was there, I was like, okay, we already got one Patty. I'll do something else. And see, I do Aretha and Jennifer Holiday as characters, so that's why, yeah. But anyway, there was that. But this is a wonderful segue into music and carrying on because I want to go into the baby and all of this little debacle and carrying on that he has been giving as far as his comments and things of that nature. For those of y'all who have not heard the comments, okay.
First of all, before you do the comments, let's go back and give this to somebody who's blinded. Excuse my line. Who the hell is the baby?
Okay, the baby is
the daddy and the mama's child.
Oh, shut up, fool.
Shut the hell up.
I'm a beat your ass.
He was born from a petri dish. Shut the hell up.
Okay.
The petri.
Right.
You know what? No. I'm not entertaining.
I said a petri dish, not peach tree.
The petri.
The petri. Lord, the petri.
His daddy was the turkey baster.
Ooh. Okay, right. Okay, right. Now, apparently, what he said was at the little concert or whatever, something that had happened in Miami on last weekend, okay? The Rolling Loud Music Festival in Miami. That's what it was. Okay. And he had said some things that were very offensive. And what he said was, he told the children that if you don't have AIDS, put your hand, take your phone lights and put your lights up. I'm trying to get the whole quote. Okay. I want the whole quote, honey, and things of that nature. Wait a minute. I'm trying to. I'm trying to get it. Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
What he said,
Hey, what's up, Mr. Mason?
Stands in there.
Yeah,
Stan, okay. Oh, here we go. During his Sunday performance at Rolling Loud, the rapper was recorded during his set saying, "If you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, or any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases, then that'll make you die in 2 to 3 weeks. Then put your cell phone lighters up." Okay. Then he said, "Fellas, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lighter up." Okay. So that got set down there, and of course, it seemed to have come out of somewhere. Everybody's like, "Okay, what the fuck is going on?" A lot of the people were like, "Okay," they done jumped on this and like, "Okay, what's happening? Okay, what's happening? What's going on? Why are we here? And what caused all of this?" Right? The children are like, okay, this here is, this is homophobic, and why do you do this, and why do you do this, and blah 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 blah, right? T.S. Madison was like, okay, wait, what was you going through? What the hell didn't happen to where you went in this direction? Out of everything to say to get the folks lit, to get them crunked or whatever, why did you decide to talk about HIV/AIDS? Okay, if you didn't come here with HIV/AIDS or any of them nasty sexually transmitted diseases that'll kill you in 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, put your lights up. Then you got specific. Fellas, he said, if you ain't out there sucking dick in the parking lot, put your lights up. Okay.
Okay, what I'm feeling from that, okay, he hit the stage, and that's how he started to try to turn them up, right?
Right.
And a lot of times people come on there angry in their opening or the intro, something just happened backstage, parking lot,
right?
Whatever. So maybe somebody out in the parking lot was like, "Hey, the baby, I'm trying to get the booty." You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shut up.
What?
Okay.
So, they tried. He might have got tried in the parking lot.
Okay. Maybe. But wait, because see, then he doubled down.
The trade is in the tea.
Shut. See. Wow. Okay, the trade is in the tea. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
capital T, bitch. Capital T. Nothing lowercase here, goddammit.
Because he went. Now he did an apology thing, right? I'm trying to pull up that apology. I want y'all to hear the video itself. Okay, I want y'all to hear the video, but I want y'all to hear this damn video. Okay.
Man, somebody was in the parking lot clocking artists.
Exactly.
Shout out to Dave Jolliver. Happy birthday while you're out there clocking artists tonight.
Right. Okay. Oh Lord Jesus!
How many times have his head looked like a bobblehead in the back of somebody's goddamn car?
And that might be the
is
tea.
apologizing amid backlash over his
Wait a
recent
minute, that might be the tea.
comments
I need
against
this
gay
off of
men and those
TMZ.
with HIV and AIDS. In a new tweet, the rapper wrote, "Anybody who done everything."
Oh Lord, I need his. See, TMZ had it, and now the bitch don't want to pop up. Anyway, what he ended up saying was this. He told the children, he said, wait a minute, I just had to quote. Come on, Demetrius. Oh, damn it. I hate when I'm trying to do something and then I end up fucking up my own shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know the feeling.
Well, at least it's yours to fuck up.
Okay.
Exactly.
I got to paraphrase this because I didn't want to paraphrase it, but anyway, he went on. He said that a lot of folks was calling this a rant and stuff, right?
Mm.
And he said it wasn't a rant; that was a call to action. That's what that's called. Because I'm a live performer, he said. I'm the best live performer. And then he went on to say that his gay fans didn't see nothing wrong with it. He said, because my gay fans are classy. My gay fans are the ones that didn't come in there with AIDS and carried on. And they're the ones who don't do that kind of dirty shit in the parking lot and sell. So he said that everybody who was clowning, everybody that was clowning, because you didn't pay for a ticket, you wasn't supposed to see it anyway, because just because that Rolling Out folks had streamed that, y'all saw it for free or whatever, and you didn't pay no damn money to see it. So you wasn't supposed to see it anyway, because you were fucking up the vibe, basically. Okay. I said, yeah.
Okay. How y'all doing? I like y'all. I'm glad y'all came to see me perform tonight. All of y'all that suck dick in the parking lot, I need you to step to the left. And the ones that suck dick in a classy way in public, I need you to step to the right.
Please step to the left.
Yeah, and my non-infected folks, I need you in the middle.
Okay. Now here is where I have a problem. Okay.
Yeah, I know. There's a big problem with that.
Here's where here's first off, let me do it. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go here before I go there. Because what has happened, T.I. came to his defense. Okay.
You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot, bro.
T.I. said, if you're gonna have Lil Nas X video and have him living his truth, you're gonna damn sure have people like the baby who gonna speak their truth. T.I. said on Instagram about rapper Lil Nas X being openly gay. Ain't nothing wrong with none of it. It ain't got to be no hate. It's all honesty. Everybody living in their truth. Now that there is a direct quote, but what he also said was, because I saw part of his video, and T.I. was like, well, listen, if it's just gonna be a crime to be heterosexual, then let's just say that and be done with it. Because if it's wrong for heterosexuals to be heterosexuals, then let's say that and let's get it on out in the open, right?
Who said that?
This is T.I. T.I. said this.
That we know that him and Tiny over there drumming folks.
Okay.
So look.
I want to know how many doggone butt humps he done had, gave or took while they was dropping drugs and folks motherfucking drink.
Well, hold on. Here's where the problem that I have with him. Now, I'm going to give T.I. a smidget. Okay, you see how I'm working my fingers. Okay,
but you're not okay. Let me say this before you get to the smidget. And I'm saying this from a whole point of view. I've always been a T.I. fan. Okay,
right.
He is a very talented brother. Okay, I have only had one issue the entire life of his career, bruh.
Okay.
Just don't come out and say nothing.
Okay.
I agree.
The smidget that I'm going to give him is this. I know that our community, the alphabet community, honey, is very sensitive and very quick to call this hate speech, to call this. And the line is very fine between hate speech and people being able to have an opinion. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's very fine. Now, I hear what I think he was trying to say, because this is what I heard as an undertone, is that, okay, we're so busy trying to get Lil Nas X to live in his truth or whatever. But the focus has been so much of him living in his truth to where now this child over here living in his truth, and we're trying to weaponize it. Now, that's what I'm hearing. I'm not protecting the baby because the shit that he said was fucked up. Out of any and everything that his ignorant ass
okay, but no, doesn't that go right back to what you, myself, and Derek said? That he probably didn't know how to articulately formulate his statement of what he was thinking.
Possibly. But see, in ignorance, and this is why I'm saying in ignorance, because you're sitting up there spreading, HIV has been around for the longest time. You're not going to die in 2 or 3 weeks, and I know that could have been playing cheek, tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. But here you are, you're ostracizing folks. And I didn't have a problem completely with everything that was said, to where I wanted to jump on it and attack it. My problem came where I wanted to address it, when he got to talking about my gay fans, because number one, you already made this a gay disease. We said my gay fans didn't come. They didn't come. They don't have that because they're not doing nasty stuff to get it. My gay, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. Number one, fucker, this is not a gay disease. Number two, folks are not doing nasty shit to get it and carry it on. Number three, Why are you perpetuating this kind of bullshit to bring about a hate and a divide in an area? He could have said fucking COVID. Right now, we dealing with COVID. Y'all had all them motherfuckers out there who was maxed up and carrying on. And we got this new strain. See, it could have been any and everything that could have been said. But now you have sat down there using the verbiage that you use. You have created an argument that need not have been created. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got gay fans or not, folks are rocking with you because they're rocking with you. What the fuck made you decide to stand up there and all of a sudden just say this? We get this every Sunday morning. How many of y'all go to church and out the clear motherfucking blue sky, the sermon turns to, oh, and God hate homosexuals.
God didn't make doggone.
And it just comes out of no motherfucking way. Like, where the hell that come from? You know.
But see, this is my issue right here, and I'm on the same page with you, Meech. Let's keep it real. I'm a former HIV educator. First and foremost, your first mistake you made was you classified this as a gay thing.
Right.
Second mistake, if you want to get technical, no shade, no disrespect. I have a lot of gay friends, and guess what? I cannot sit here and tell you or anybody else that ain't none of my gay friends are HIV positive. So how the fuck you gonna tell me ain't none of your friends positive? Especially if you have gay black male friends, because guess what? Here in Baltimore City, 3 out of every 5 black gay male is HIV positive. Kiss my entire non-existent ass. Do you hear me? How you gonna prove to me that none of and you say that it wasn't a gay thing? It was, because you even brought your gay friends into it.
You gotta think about it. It was, you know, there's people that's been transmitted with that disease that didn't even have sex.
Through blood. Wait a minute. Let me give you the big one.
Magic Johnson is a heterosexual. Would you consider him nasty because he got
nasty? Right. What about those that were born with it?
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
A lot of babies, a lot of people that were born with it.
What about those who got it through blood transfusion before they transfer over everything? So
right. So we had that particular element in all of this that has not.
But you know my biggest problem is
what?
Okay, I'm be honest. We look at who we talking about.
Okay,
and now let's get into the reality, the real life, the shit I see backstage when I'm around that shit. Okay, they drugs is on another level, bro.
Okay.
They drugs and they mental motherfucking state of being, they minds, bro. I've heard shit come out of motherfuckers' mouth that they didn't remember by the time they walk across the room.
Okay, right. Okay.
And let's not even begin to talk about some of their damn after parties.
Oh yeah. I mean that's why I was getting ready to go there. I was gonna go there with the TI situation, like people coming out and Nas X and all this. And I'm saying, well, will everybody be happier if we just stay hush about who they are and we just meet in the puffy room at every party?
I'm gonna go to the comments. I'm gonna go to the comments on that. Tracy said, "Now see, that's when Pookie gets shot. We want March. Okay, it's ninjas like this that keeps the fuckery going. Don't just use LGBTQ folks for numbers. You know what? Okay, Tracy. Now you're echoing what Funky Dineva said. Okay, because Dineva was like, you know what? This is the type of toxic masculinity that is a detriment to the culture, because you got these particular brand of people, okay, those who are in this particular mindset. And let's go here.
Yeah, I need you to go all the way down through there, because
let's go here because
that's the fight that I be having. I be trying to explain to you, and I don't know how to put it in words. When I be trying to tell you, now look at how motherfucker look at me.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
I think it was utterly ignorant what he said.
Right. Right. Here's where it is. And see, this is why I hear T.I., but I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon, but like, nigga, you need not have commented the way that you commented, because here's where it is. The whole genre of hip hop has become a litmus test for masculinity. Okay, depending on what artist you listen to, If you ain't listened to this part or this whatever, that there is the litmus test to how much of a man or a real man that you are. Okay, so now we have created an entire culture to where hell the beef was hip hop was supposed to have been hip hop, but the beef became if you ain't rocking Biggie or Snoop or Tupac or Ice-T, but you was over there with Chub Rock and Will Smith and LL Cool J, you were soft.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so the whole idea of this and T.I.'s music is part of that motherfucking litmus test about who a real nigga and who ain't. Okay, so you sitting up here bumping your gums about he's living in his truth. Okay, yeah, but nigga, you also know that this particular genre is very homophobic and shit like that come out of hip hop's mouth all the motherfucking time. So now that we have a hip hop artist, Lil Nas X, who has just taken us across the stratosphere with his motherfucking rainbow ass.
Okay, I'm not gonna rock with you.
Okay,
I cannot I can't rock with you on the hip hop world being homophobic because they are more homosexual.
Hello.
There are more homosexual hip hop artists that have heterosexual masks on.
Hello.
And I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Every thug and dope dealing, drug, goddamn hardcore, masculine, macho motherfucker in the motherfucking goddamn urban communities across America was bumping that motherfucking goddamn Nas X and that Country Boy song when he first dropped. And then when he motherfucking popped out, I'm gay.
Right.
Oh, what happened?
Right.
Now you don't want to play the song no more?
Now all of a sudden, exactly.
No, you was dancing in the club to it.
Right. And that's my point. Because see, what Nas has done is that he has taken the silence off of that. See, the whole music, the world of music. I told you when I went to the Soul Train Awards back in 2011, when the last time it was here in Atlanta, bitch, I felt I was at Black Gay Pride. I was, what you doing here? Oh, bitch, I'm a PA for so and so. Bitch, hey, girl, come here. This one over here. This one worked for BET. This one was over here. Bitch, I felt like I was at Black Gay Pride. I'm like, well, wait a minute. If y'all got all the motherfucking control, how in the hell are we sitting up here not letting the children be the children? It has become, how in the fuck are you saying that the music ain't gonna sell? Bitch, y'all the one making it. How ain't it gonna sell? You the AR person. You doing A&R. You doing marketing. You doing the goddamn publicity. How in the hell is the music not gonna sell? It does not compute. So now what we have is supposedly these real motherfuckers who supposed to be from the street or straight out of prison, because you know that prison thing that they done did as far as getting folks to go to jail, that you get them a record contract because they spit a few balls and shit. You sit up there and now you're trying to create an experience, okay, that's going to talk to the ghettos and the hood, okay, all for the sake of what supposedly a real man is supposed to be. And then we as Black folks have allowed that particular narrative to sustain itself on who's a real man and who ain't, particularly according to hood values. So now you have this fucker sitting up here out of everything he could have said. If you sitting there talking about this was a call and response, out of everything that could have been said, you specifically chose to call out folks who ain't HIV and got AIDS and niggas who ain't sucking dick in the goddamn parking lot. And then you double down and say, oh, well, all my gay fans don't come like that. You don't say nothing about the bitches because, see, let me tell you something. See, in hip-hop, there's tons of videos when the bitches got up on the stage and sucked your dick on the damn stage, hip-hop artists. They on the stage. The security got to come and get the bitches off the stage because y'all up there sucking dick on the stage at a live show.
That's rappers?
Yeah.
Damn, I need to go rap my album.
So I'm like, when I saw that, I screamed.
Yeah.
I
Two Live Crew.
screamed.
2 Live Crew.
The bitches, I mean, jumped up on the stage, child, just to the groupie. That's where the term thought come from. That hole over there, it comes from bitches like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so now you have this particular fool, and yes, I'm calling him a fool because in his ignorance of wanting to be hot, of wanting to get likes, of wanting to get thumbs up, of wanting to get follows, of wanting to be trending in social media, says this old bullshit because we still are in this reality TV show type atmosphere among social media. You done said this, and then you doubled down to say, oh, well, no, I apologize because this here wasn't supposed to be about that. But y'all wasn't supposed to see it no way because y'all didn't pay for no motherfucking tickets. Okay, but my gay fans that was there, they didn't have no problem with it because they classy. They don't come in nasty like that. My gay fans don't have HIV. They don't do the nasty shit to get it.
Well, first
That's
of all,
what you said.
let's do this. Even if you're, come on, let's keep it real. Even if your gay, sophisticated friends was at your concert and you said that, even if they had it, do you really think they was gonna put their fucking flashlight up? Come on, let's be real.
Child, listen. Okay, the comments, the baby need to push the vaccine or he ain't gonna have no crowd to turn up. COVID D, taking unvaccinated young folk out. Okay, yeah, that's the Delta. And then you know they got the Delta and the Lambda strand, because there's another strand called the Lambda strand now too. Okay. Free speech to each his own. It was his show, and the folks that paid to see him is all their problem because no one should care the least or look at what the douchebag that got coins. Now he has to say he apologized because his coins dropping in his concerts now because the children holding the bags to pay his dusty ass. Listen, they hit him in the pockets. See, my whole thing is this. You know, we say folks shouldn't care, but this here becomes the responsibility of those in the public eye, and that includes us, you know, doing our platforms and everything. Because just like playing these music, because if y'all didn't see the stuff that we played, I may have to edit it out because Sony and all these other different folks come after us saying, "Oh, well, you didn't pay for that. You ain't got the rights." This shit is public, and according to wait a minute, let me run the banner because it's the Copyright Act, the copyright disclaimer, and the Copyright Act of 1976, which is fair use. Okay, up under that, it allows me to be able to comment and converse and to report and to criticize these kinds of things. But everybody's so scared of that they lose their money to where they'll flag this shit and say, "Oh no, we gonna block it," and this, that, and other. Sony will block some shit in a minute. Can't nobody see it. You know, I'm like, no, that's not what this is. However, everybody's so tuned up to that of the social media thing to where they're going to do any and everything. And entertainers need to understand what their power is. Because imagine if we could sit down there and because Snoop's up there says, sipping on gin and juice. Okay. Sipping on gin and juice. Do you know how much the industries that went up? Hell, celebrities, that's why they got celebrity endorsements. Whitney Houston sold Diet Coke. Why? Just for the rock of it, just for the roll of it, just for the taste of it. Diet motherfucking Coke. Diet Coke sales went out the fucking roof. Because
you remember when okay, if everybody really want to think back when gin and juice dropped, Seagram's started doggone infusing their gin with juice.
Yeah,
already.
And they called it gin and juice. Exactly.
And it said gin and juice on it. They had blue shit, red shit, yellow shit. Yeah.
Yes. So if the power to change popular culture is like that, okay, look at reality shows. These folks have become television stars, or we have made them famous because of what now that they got a little fame, They do whatever to do their branding or whatever, and we follow the Kardashians, honey, are probably the grandest example of it. That bitch got famous for sucking a motherfucking black man's dick. Didn't nobody know nothing about a goddamn Kim Kardashian until she was fucking Ray J.
No.
Okay.
I knew about that bubble butt.
Okay, good. Some yeah, the butt, yeah. But didn't nobody know about her. They knew about her daddy. They didn't know about her.
I didn't know anything about her. I didn't even know that
But that was the whole.
was
That was the
daughter
whole
of
thing.
that world famous
You
attorney
gotta.
that was on the O.J. Simpson. I didn't know nothing about her ass until I found out that she was getting a good from Ray J.
From Ray J.
But that was the whole reason for exposing that video, and I'm sure her mama, being the doggone economical madam that she is the one that exposed the video.
Possibly, but the point is that look at how popular culture has been shaped because someone's personality and their faith. The Kardashians, the portion that we know to be the Kardashians on their own, not their daddy shit, theirs. After that damn tape was released, and they monopolized on that so heavily.
Yeah.
So heavily to where shit, all of them are billionaires with the B. Okay? All of them. Independently.
They went ham with it.
And social media made it so. I mean,
exactly.
Look how popular God rest her soul, but look how popular the Gorilla Glue lady became.
She was just slow.
Okay. Wait a minute, she died?
From what I'm told, but I need to check into it. I heard she passed away from cancer, but I need to do my research.
Okay, we got to find that out because I didn't hear that. But nonetheless, celebrities and folks who have a platform or whatever have to be responsible and have to know that they're going to be held accountable for what the shit that come out their mouth. Now, here's the caveat to that, because see, this is why I take exception to it, because again, it's that fine line of what folks want to label as hate speech, whether it be homophobic, heterophobic, transphobic, hating women, hating fat folks, hating people with AIDS, whatever. That hate speech, there's a fine line between that and having an opinion. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why it's a fine line. Because most of the time, when it's just an opinion, folks know how to voice their opinion to where, it is done in a way. It may be firm, but it's not to sit down there and tear nobody down. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then we have we can agree to disagree.
When you're doing it the proper way, you're actually being more proactive than reactive. You know what I'm saying? You're setting things up to be either corrected or maintained.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not
to get into that whole idea of now you're casting judgment and your opinion. Because what makes it hate speech is when you now cast judgment and everything about your whole demeanor and the presentation of it, the venom that's coming out your mouth and the additive shit that go with it. It doesn't become just an opinion. You done added shit. They're talking about why they the cause of this, they the cause of that, this and this. It becomes all of that shit. That's when it goes into that whole element of hate speech and this, that, and the other. And what he did, it could go down as freedom of speech, but he know goddamn well that he opened up a motherfucking door. And even if it was just for conversation to get his likes and carrying on, he know exactly what the fuck he did. And that's why I'm taking exception to it. Because you know what you did, nigga. It's just the same way for those of y'all who are y'all know Walter Hampton II? Walter Hampton, the big muscle bound guy that always talking about, he's on Facebook and YouTube. He always talking about people with HIV and fat folks. And the way he say that shit, Walter has, folks been wanting to deal with him for a long time. Okay, because he say the most vile and venomous shit. All in the name of, I'm being truthful. I'm sitting up there. Or he outed somebody. The last time he did something crazy, he sat down there and apparently he was dating some guy, but the guy didn't tell him he was HIV positive, and he found his medicine. And that boy took his medicine bottles and all of that, his address, his medicine, and put all that on blast on Facebook.
Well, research department, she didn't die. She lost a baby.
Oh, the baby died. Oh Lord. The girl that had the gorilla glue. Oh, this is a weeping wand over here. She got the who died?
Is that my niece over there?
Yeah, I call her weeping wanda, honey. This girl will find a funeral, honey.
That's Fitty Cat.
Flowers.
Hey, Mom,
That's Fitty Cat.
Okay. Right. Okay. Wait a minute. We got more comments. T.I. needs to take several seats and focus on his cases. His cases, darling. Okay, right. Say that shit. Okay. He needs to get educated on HIV. T.I. has his own problems to be concerned with. How about that? Okay, for sure. Okay, you can't mention the word defense in the same sentence. Lord knows he's paying enough for defense attorneys. Shade. The same T.I. whose wife like Waylon Flowers, madam.
And you know what? I didn't, and I said this the other day, I really didn't think a lot of people remember her, but honey, I know a lot of the girls who look just like her, honey. I'm trying to tell you.
Oops, you can't mention T.I. and defense. Shut up, fool. Sticking toes in Twat's ass. He's one of my favorite rappers. I'm losing respect for the brother. They mad because Lil Nas on top right now. You know what, Tracy? I'm gonna tell you something. I don't understand why they mad. I just know that you're right, and I think it's because they would do into liking a song. See, the whole idea that gay men ain't supposed to do, or gay men ain't supposed to, or whatever that fallacy is. Lil Nas came out there and did what he did. Now, see, gay men have been doing it for years. They've been closeted. For those who have been closeted, but shit, we got to go back to Sylvester. Sylvester came out, honey. Did you pull up, madam? Did you pull up? Did you just pull up, madam? Shut up, girl. But Sylvester, Carl Bean, with Gay and Born This Way, the original Born This Way. Many of y'all may not know this, but when I interviewed the Archbishop, he was telling me that Lady Gaga's version was inspired by his. Gaga's people called him and asked if they could pay homage to his song because he believed in his song. And that's how her song came about, Born This Way. Okay. So we had that. And then, of course, RuPaul. And before RuPaul, there was Candy J. For those of y'all who are club children, honey, no Sweet Pussy Pauline, honey. And some things don't never change. Okay. So, no, child. So this thing here has just we've always been there. It's just that now that we're taking mainstream, you know, we got a lot of trans girls now who are mainstream and carrying on. And I think what it is that for those who wanted the taboo to remain the taboo, for those who wanted to still have the eyes wide shut parties, for those who felt like they were getting away with something because they could go tipping. You can't hardly tip anymore because the people that you want to tip with are out loud. They are loud.
Well, they're going to have to understand that they're going to have to make a decision.
Exactly. And I think that
the things right now, they're coming to a head.
I'm not looking at you. I'm going to these comments. I'm going to the comments. He would have been better off asking who ain't got the COVID at that concert. Exactly, Kiana. Exactly. Okay, exactly. Perpetuation of stereotypes and nonsense. Correct. Okay. Hey, what's up, Buck? He done came back up in here. Okay. Okay. What we got joining in from Detroit? Hey, Diamante, what's up, baby? Okay. No, but we or I would be happier not to see another Nas X video besides his truth. His videos are disrespectful and purely for a paid-to-view audience, in my opinion. Well, okay, now let's talk about that. Let's go here. Because I just had this same conversation with one of my sons, and he feels the exact same way because he's like, okay, I'm conservative, and I'm one of those people to where, you know, there's a time and a place for all this shit because it should have been after dark. Okay, these particular videos should have been after dark. My whole thing is this. I agree with the after dark syndrome. I'm a 70s baby. I'm 51 years young. And I know when we were kids, Prisoner Cell Block H did not come on the goddamn TV till 11:30. Why? Because at that time, that was adult time. Ain't no kids up that late. How many of y'all remember when the Rap City and BET first got started? They showed the radio edit or the radio version of the video, and then after dark, when you got after a certain time of the night, then you got the explicit versions of the songs or whatever, and those particular videos. I'm still head over heels about the one song with the girl, and the guy took the credit card and ran the credit card down her ass, the crack of her ass. I'm still mortified by that.
That was Nelly.
Who?
That was Nelly.
I'm still mortified. I'm still mortified by that goddamn video because
I'm not. I wanted to smell the card.
I was mortified by that because I was like, okay, this is what we're turning into. Okay, we have allowed the music industry because for me that was porn. You know what I'm saying?
No, that wasn't porn. That was an exchange of monetary gifts, and it was a pleasure.
So it's porn.
No. That was a POS system.
Not a porn sale. So, in that regard, we still had to where if there were appropriate times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Times have changed. You gotta understand. You know what? I'm glad you're saying it's appropriate because everything you're saying is exactly how we came up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Let's back it up. New world.
Yeah.
This year alone, I have learned of 12, 13, 14, like from maybe 12 to 15 years old, threesome parties and shit like that, and orgies and shit at them age groups.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we know what I'm saying, we ain't gonna say no names, but 8-year-olds getting caught under the cover with motherfucking 9, 10-year-olds with their drawers down, humping and hunting and shit.
Yeah.
So exactly how dark does it have to be? At what time?
Well, here's the thing. See, a lot of what's going on is the fact that this is what we have allowed to become normalized now. We have allowed this to become normal. This is our generation's kids and their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Our kids and their kids, okay? We have allowed this to become normal because our generation is the generation that wanted to be fucking friends. Our parents started that by giving us everything. Then we became, I need for my kids to be my goddamn friends and shit.
Yeah, that was a problem.
And so now we have allowed shit to become so far to the other side of that to where we don't have a happy medium. We don't. I'm not saying
because they think they're your equal.
Exactly. And I'm not saying that it's going to eliminate it because hell, I was the precarious 8-year-olds. I was fucking when I was 8. Okay. So I know what I was doing. Yeah. With my babysitter.
You put that little thing away there, dude.
So I was that 8-year-old. Okay. So I know what that, so it's not like it would never go away. It's going to go away because it's not, because people are curious. Human nature a lot of folks, and especially now with the hormones and stuff in the food, kids are blossoming early. They're going through puberty much early and carrying on. This is ridiculous.
And you got little girls starting their cycle at 8 years old.
My niece started at 9, exactly. My niece was 9 years old. When my sister called me that, I hollered.
Let me say this, and maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, I am kind of crazy, but this is my thing.
When your cycle start?
I was what, 14, 15?
I was 10.
That's when I learned that on the 3rd week of the month, honey, the 3rd week of the month, baby, I go through all kinds of hormonal changes, baby. Yes, I do. And I've been noticing that, about 15, 16, yeah.
Well,
see, you know the issue I have.
I can't speak on that. You know, I mean, okay, well, God got mine reversed. I'm nice every 28 days.
So that's what we know you on. Is that what we know? Okay. The cosmos. Okay, you. We react to a full moon, and you react on the half. Okay.
Yeah.
Just like you, Misha. I remember those days when stuff like Benny Hill didn't come on until after the news, and Cell Block Ace didn't come on until after the news. And I mean, they want to get technical. If you wanted to put videos on late night, let's get for real. That video that Cardi B and Megan Stallion, that bitch should have came on late night.
Oh, bitch! That no, not late night. That bitch should have been on. That should have been on cable on HBO's Real Sex.
No, they should have filmed that bitch at my house.
and that would have been fine. But see, my thing is, you can't start wanting to put A, B, and C in a box, but you're not gonna put D, E, and F in the same damn box.
And that's the point. And that there is the point of the whole conversation of all of this, because this here. T.I.'s comments about what if you're gonna take Lil Nas X and do this, nigga, Lil Nas ain't got shit to do with nothing if you talking about living in somebody's truth. What he did was push the envelope and made a lot of people uncomfortable, because now you have a gay man doing gay shit in your face on the video, the same way that you done took that motherfucking credit card and ran it down the crack of this bitch's ass and got her titties in your motherfucking face, talking about pumps and a bump.
But see, people also got to realize. Come on here, somebody. Here we go. Here come now. Delaney is here. Dirk has just left the motherfucking room. Check this out. You can't be. How you trying to be in your truth, but you're not being factual in your truth? You trying to be in your truth, and you tell them goddamn lies. Girl, back the fuck up and sit your ass down somewhere.
Okay. Wait a minute. Let me go back here. Jim Monte said, and they love the T-girls. Shut up, because that there, girl, don't get me started. Don't get me started.
And the sad part about this, half of them are getting banged out by the T-girls.
Okay. Remember Uncle Luke? Exactly. Okay. Yes. Thank our host and guests. I'm out, but truly enjoyed being here with you all. May the Most High continue to bless you all and your loved ones. Keep me notified on your lives. Okay, contract. What's this? Raw. Is that multimedia LLC? Okay, at gmail.com. Okay, then. Miss Kiana. Yes, give it to me, honey. Okay.
Miss Red, come get him.
I remember you couldn't watch videos until late night at first. Exactly.
I didn't do anything.
Okay. Right. Okay. Here, let me do this before we get up out of here.
Look here.
Oh.
That's Lil' Kim before the surgery.
Shut up, fool. Okay, I got one more thing to show y'all, honey.
Name my phone back there.
You get on my nerves. You do.
In the bag.
Okay.
I just put it in there when it was on the table.
Now remember that. Now, y'all know that whenever I don't advocate these damn things. I don't like passing them on or whatever because I get tired of seeing this old bullshit. But the question becomes this, and this is going out to all my alphabet children, and this is going to be our last conversation for the night. Have we become the gangs that a lot of the folks sit up there and say are the dregs of society? Why in the fuck is every time we turn around, there is a new video that pops up with all these motherfucking fights at the club? We got the T-girls out here. Y'all starting to get your equity in motherfucking mainstream society. But every time we turn around, it's a goddamn fight somewhere at one of these motherfucking clubs. Why is it that we are allowing gang-like mentality and behavior to become a definition of what the LGBT community is supposed to stand for, or same gender loving, or whatever, the black alphabet? Or why are we allowing that? Where are the gatekeepers who are supposed to be monitoring their children, who are supposed to be X, Y, and Z? Where are the children? Why? Why? Right, okay. Because we all pause. We all at the pause. I get so sick and tired. And you know we're about to come into Black Gay Pride season. Okay, everybody, you know, it's not like it is a particular month for everybody to have Black Gay Pride simultaneously. Black Gay Prides pop up. And this is probably why a lot of, I said this before on a few shows, that why our hetero-attractional allies are looking at us crazy. Because they're like, damn, didn't we just celebrate Gay Pride? Now y'all got more Gay Pride. Then they got Black Gay Pride. Why we got to have more Gay Pride? And I think that's why, because they don't understand the reason behind it. And understand its particular seasons. At the same time, when we have these particular kinds of events, or even when we just have a holiday weekend, it ain't even got to be a fucking Pride weekend. It's a holiday weekend. Anytime the number of us, especially if you're out of motherfucking town, these kids love to wait till they go out of town some goddamn where and want to tear up cities and shit, and then want to post it all up on these motherfucking social media sites, and then everybody's sitting up here looking like, oh, here they go. The trans community is trying to get equity, but all you see are the street girls who keep fighting, and they destroying your equity that you're building, because everybody starts saying, oh, we can't trust them because this is what the fuck y'all do. Okay, why? Gay children sitting up there. Listen, there's a fight that was at Lenox Mall. They were in Sephora. Them bitches got to fighting in motherfucking Sephora, tore that store to hell. And I said every last one of them bitches should have been arrested, and they should have been charged gratuity to pay for that motherfucking shit. Pay for it. How fucking dare you? And yet, there is no consequences. We as a community, as the Black alphabet community, we don't put these little bitches in check. Why have we adopted this gang-like mentality to where now, and I remember watching Paris is Burning, and Dorian Corey said something there. She said, you know what a house is? A house ain't nothing but a street gang. Only we fight on the ballroom floor.
Back then.
Right. Say that one more time. What'd you say? Back then.
Back then.
We took it to the dance. Well, see, I wasn't a ball walker, but we took it to the dance floor. You come out here, you take it to the dance floor, honey. And that's how you got your props, on the motherfucking dance floor. Okay? Now, that's not to say we didn't fight, but we didn't fight like this.
No.
You know, we didn't fight like this to where every motherfucking week somebody up under the damn table, or we got to sit. The Marquette here, that is the oldest Black-owned bar that we have here. It's historic. But because of that motherfucking big-ass patio that they got in the back, every time they got something going on major, it's always a goddamn fight there. Always. And the bitches sit up here and they think that this shit is real. But again, we have allowed reality TV to distort what the fuck it is that real life is supposed to be. And yet, we have not sat down to say, we got to put this in check. This is our own policing. We have not policed us. We have not policed us. And then I know Those of us who are the old heads, the old geezers, the OGs, or whatever we're going to call ourselves, child, okay, a lot of us that got tired. I'm tired of dealing with, we'll stay home. Let the young, because you've heard me say this on a couple of occasions. It's their time. It's the young kids' time, because they're trying to find out about who they are, and they don't find out what it means to go to the club. I remember that feeling because the club was everything. Oh, honey. Oh, Lord. Okay. And then it's their time to find out. But in that same time, we had gatekeepers. We had folks that snatched our little asses back and carried on. We don't have many of that now.
You think?
Even these little house mothers, the house mothers ain't shit. Okay, well, watch what, bitch, don't you come for me about that. I know what the fuck I am, shit, but you know what my kids are too. My kids will not ever, never, ever act as if, because I didn't play that. No, I'm saying the house mothers ain't shit these days because they only house mother in name. They're not in duty and not in nothing. Look at the community. If you look at our community, look at where it stands.
Now let me say this: when I came along,
I'll say this as being
she didn't do all that. Fuck her children, and then they become her friend.
Right.
But later on, as I got older, past 35, all these house mothers was fucking their kids and passing them the HIV virus, giving them somewhere to stay, and they told them if they ever say that they didn't know, they're gonna take their ass to court. Then you got the pageant mothers will take these kids
the pageant mamas. Okay.
The pageant mama. Tanisha Gassett. Popping the children with all this shit. One about to die now. They go on and on and on and on.
At the end of the day, being a person that has, and y'all don't judge me, being a person that has 50 plus children,
right?
That have 50 plus children, including my biological, I don't tolerate that. Period.
Right.
Because to me, if you're one of my children and you are one that you think it's a part of who you are to purposely and every time you turn around to incite a fight, then bitch, you're no longer part of my family.
You can't be a part of me because that's not what we do. Right.
I can't have my name connected to that shit. I work long and hard to come on this. I work long and hard to put myself out there, and I'm not gonna do this and let some child who just became a part of me and in 2 weeks you gonna no girl, no.
Right.
No, I didn't get on any casting couches, bitch. I was the one who was dressing in bathrooms. I was the one who was going to shows and dressing in cars, going to a number and go back and dress in cars. I was the one who was dressing behind a goddamn building. So no, I didn't.
Don't say it, girl. Remember those days? Okay.
The foundation that I laid down. Play
right.
I don't give a fuck who you are. You're not fucking up my foundation.
Right.
I worked long and hard for this. I've been Helena Hardwine for almost 25 years. I've never changed my name. My name has been the same name for Troy. I got people, I get mad at my parents. So if I get mad at my parents, what am I going to do? Change my name and say I'm no longer part? First of all, they have no consistency. If you are a parent of children, you need to stop letting these children jump from house to house and family to family. Because
how about that?
How
about that?
If one of your children come to me and say, well, can you be my mother? First thing I'm going to do is call you and say, what's the problem?
Right.
Don't nobody do that. They just let that. You're not jumping from house to house. And when you're a parent and you allow children to do that, you're just as fucking bad as they are.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, only time you jump from house to house is if you create your own. You left mine to create yours.
And I'm fine with that. And you can attest to this. I know children who's been in the drag business for maybe 5 years and they didn't had 10 different last names all fucking ready.
Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. I am just over us and these fight videos. I'm over us, acting as if we don't know how to progress because we just go back to the old adage. If you take 3 steps, then bitch, you don't fought yourself back to square zero. I can't even say take 2 steps back. We take 3 steps forward, bitch. That one punch that knocked this bitch back to square one. And we right back at square one, doing this all over again.
And they are purposely planning this shit. And that's one thing you go out and somebody slap you and you slap them the fuck back. But see, you children are coming out with the mindset that you're gonna fuck up me, CC, and Dee when you get there because you know they're gonna be at the ball. Because anybody got, first of all, you're trying to do that for notoriety, and everybody around you is doing this. Who the fuck is breaking up the fight? Everybody's so busy filming the damn fight. Who is stepping in and breaking up the damn fight? Security guards ain't doing shit like that one you showed in Atlanta. Them niggas was fighting, and the security guards saying just like this.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. They were supposed to, because as a security officer, it is not my job to break up a fight. It's my job to call the police and let them do it. Because if I get hurt, see, most security officers are working at contract houses. So you working for a company that's not going to give you any kind of benefits. Okay, so if you try to break up a fight and you get hurt, then that's now. If you go to defend yourself, if you get a crafty bitch who gets too happy, not only can they sue the bar, but they can sue you independently and the company.
Right.
See, because if you hurt them or break a finger or whatever, and they want to get crafty and make a lawsuit about it, then yeah, they could take you to court. So no, I will step back. We will step. You can tell this bitch down.
And that's why you see a lot of places are coming to their senses, and they'll start hiring off-duty police officers.
Right.
That bitch can crack you upside your head. They shit you can do with him.
Right.
I crank you upside your head as a private security agency. I got all kinds of lawsuits coming up my ass.
Right. Right. Well, we could talk about this till we blue in the face, honey. But I think this here needs to be one of those panel discussions at a Black Gay Pride, you know, when they have the discussions. And I think I'm going to get that over to Miko Evans and see if we can put that up. As a matter of fact.
You know, even down to Black Gay Pride, and one thing I tell people, if anybody noticed, I tell people all the time, if you notice, most people don't know this, but most Black Gay Prides are formed around a holiday. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
So they can have a 3-day weekend.
A 3-day weekend. Mm-hmm.
Because Baltimore's is always focused around Columbus Day.
Memorial Day.
Right. And Atlanta was focused around
Labor Day.
DC is focused around Memorial Day. Phillies is focused around the pin relays. So,
right.
But they're nothing like they used to. I mean, you can attest to this. When Black Prides first started, they had informational sessions on Saturday, and I can't remember the last time I've been to a Black Gay Pride and they had a damn informational session.
No, catch this. Here in Atlanta, we still do.
Y'all do?
The problem is they're not. The problem that I have, and this goes to us not taking care of it, and why we always coming across like we a fucking gang. The problem that I have is those are the affairs that don't get pushed. Yeah, we got activities and stuff that go on, but don't nobody attend that shit but the old geezers.
Yeah.
Don't nobody attend it. Listen, I know a couple years ago, 2 or 3, maybe 4 years ago, I was sitting up there, I was asking them, they had, one year they had Fantasia here and this, that, and other, blah, blah, blah. Okay. You know, and so we were like, listen, as the promoter, get her to come do a walkthrough at one, this particular conference or whatever, Get your entertainers to come to a specific conference. That way, we could draw people to the conference so they could get the information. Do you know that we were told that, oh, no, we're not going to do that because, no, they didn't want to have, that was one of the promoters, and the promoters didn't want to work in tandem with the nonprofit because they felt that they were going to lose out on some money. I said, bitch, ain't nobody getting paid. She coming in to walk free. Folks are coming in to come and see her for free because this is a free event. They're going to come to your event because they got the liquor and shit there. How come this ain't a win-win? And so the shit that's supposed to be promoted, the information stations, the conferences, because we have a male, a female, transgender, and a youth summit. Okay, each particular group, so that way every voice can be heard, and individually, and this, that, and the other, and with specific information. Girl, those are few attendance. You may have at most 25, 30 people, except when there's sex, because every time Onyx did one, if Onyx did a demonstration, demonstration thing because it was sex carrying on and somebody getting naked. Bitch, that was overcrowded.
And then,
They were overcapacity.
another thing that people fail to realize, and I shared this with the people from Black Gay Pride. Let me explain something to you. Let's check this out. Let's be logical here. These children not gonna go out and party all night Friday, like here in Baltimore. We had a place called the Paradox. They're not gonna party all night, 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning, and you really expect them to be up for the 11 o'clock goddamn
11 o'clock conference, right?
Bitch, they just got in the house 7 o'clock.
They just got in the motherfucking dough.
So why can't you have this thing at 2:30, 3 o'clock?
Right.
And that get started until after 6 any damn way.
Exactly.
But then you get mad because you chose the wrong time to have the goddamn thing.
Right. But see, at the same time, it's because they're geared to a specific audience. You know, the older people are not going to be out at them clubs like that. We know about responsibilities and things. We know about certain presentations. Somebody got this presentation. We know how to take care of business. Especially if you're coming from out of town. The whole idea about coming from out of town is to come and have a motherfucking vacation. I'm not coming to get no information. So we have to make this enticing. I mean, even down at Big Boy Pride have summits and carrying on what's that? They because we come in Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They have all kinds of workshops and wonderful information that's given out. But they have it in the mornings, 11, 12 o'clock or whatever. But hell, everybody been fucking and sucking on goddamn night. So they're not getting up. So the people who want to attend these things are the ones that do. And so what we have allowed to be normal is that, okay, whoever comes is what's going to show up or whatever. But it's like, no, these are the kinds of things that need to be pushed so that we can have a more comprehensive. Everybody know about the party. The party ain't going no motherfucking where.
Nowhere.
The party ain't going nowhere. We've got to learn how to make this to where the information get out there so folks can stop being all silly and crazy. And this particular conversation about this fighting and shit, it's going to be another one of those preaching to the choir kind of things. It's going to have to be videotaped so somebody can sit down there and take snippets of it and then do like this, and they're going to take a sound bite, and then everybody going to have their own little platform about it.
Yeah,
and
because you know what? Because just like that one time you did the thing, and the sad thing about it is, and I want people to know, one thing we need to stop doing is, I'm gonna do a disclaimer here. All these fights are not always fight with the damn ball kids, so don't always throw
right.
Ain't always the ball kids' children.
Right.
They're not the only ones that get out. My transgender sisters, they get out there fighting. The trans men get out. It's not only the ball kids. As far as the alphabetical children are, at the drop of a dime, anybody can start a goddamn fight for no reason.
Tracy said, do they pass out resources at Gay Pride anymore? Depends on the resource, child. Outside of damn condoms, child. I got so tired of every damn station. It was a condom bowl at every fucking station at the damn thing. I said, now look, I know what folks came down here to do, but y'all trying to throw condoms in everybody's face ain't gonna do it, honey. Y'all need to have one station.
But then you also got to realize that a lot of these organizations that throw out their condoms, they get money for that. So when they pass out these condoms, they could say that they're promoting safer sex.
Safer sex, and that's how they keep their grant money. Exactly.
Hello.
That's how they keep their grant money.
Is that what you believe? Okay, bitch, that's what I know. How about that?
And on that note, let's let these kids go home, girl. We're gonna let y'all go head on and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Some of y'all are probably about to get ready to go out to the club. Okay, because it is beyond the witching hour, where it's after hours time. Now, if y'all up in the Midwest, honey, I know the Woodward and them are closing. They're probably going to go down to, what's the name of the little street down the street from the Woodward, honey, the big warehouse. Okay, and things of that nature. On that note, honey, we're going to let you guys get on back. I want to continue this discussion. So if you have comments and stuff, put them down up in here. Share this with somebody that you think would benefit from this. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna break this particular conversation up and let this be a conversation by itself, a posting by itself, because this video is like 3 hours long, child. Ain't nobody gonna sit through this shit. I know every time I love T.S. Madison, but if I didn't catch it live and was in the spirit, honey, yeah, I don't sit down through the whole show like I would like to. So I'm gonna have to cut this up so that the information that we get is rightfully there so that people can understand. So with that being said, honey, you may finish all of your crumpets, my darling, because the tea has been dished, and you've been dishing tea, darlings. Ow! With Big Meat and the big guy ally over there. That's Big Red, honey. Make sure y'all go download his new album, his blues album, honey. Wasn't Ready, honey, on all your streaming platforms. Honey, in the absence of Aunt Nikki, honey, who's sitting up there taking care of her family as they're preparing to bury her mom. Okay. Y'all keep my sister up in prayer, honey. We have in her place today your boy Derek, honey, with the Hawaiian twist.
Yes.
Okay. We love and adore you, honey. If you love us, tell all your friends, honey. But if you hate us, tell all of your motherfucking enemies, honey. But do know this, honey. Everything over here that we are doing in any way, shape, style, form, or fashion, honey, will move forward. And on that note, my darling, honey, we're gonna let you go. I usually go out with all the woo, but I'm gonna save all that because I fucked it up on the intro. So I fucked it up on the intro because I need some water. I done drank the little cocktail. All my cocktail is gone, so I done drank that. So let me let y'all go on home, child. Go on home, and we will see y'all again tomorrow night, honey. On the next night, we'll be here tomorrow. And all of that. So that there is that. Good night, honey, and we'll see you again soon. Love you back.